RPM and stuff, which took me, if you actually read, unlike I did, it takes a few minutes to get it.
I'll get the Deadpool where I'm basically unkilled. Oh man. God damn. I decided to get pissed off at my boss today while in a meeting with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know it's gonna bite me in the ass tomorrow, and I came to the realization after work. I've also come to the realization that when I get hangry, I'm an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. So I gotta deal with that. I've got a lot of shit that I was working on. So I got the contract done. I was finishing up the first one, and I sent it over to him, and he goes through it, and he's like, "Oh, yo, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong." And I'm like, "You motherfucker." I'm like, "All right, okay." He's like continuing, and now he's going through everything, and I'm like, "Okay, I don't need any of this information. I got those right. Why are you retelling me this shit?" And he's like lecturing me, and I'm like, at the end of it, I was like, "Yeah, I gotta kind of go." And he's like, "Well, let me finish telling you everything that you gotta correct, and then I'll let you go. It's only gonna take you like 15 minutes." And I'm like, "Are you serious? This took me 3 hours. You think 15 minutes gonna correct half this shit?" I was like, I told him, I was like, yeah, well, I've got meetings and I've got other work to do. I've got another mod and I have to have this done before EOB, and I know you log off in an hour, so I have to have you sign off on it. And he's like, fine. So he finally let me leave. He finally told me what I want to know, and I leave. And then I send it to him, and he comes back and he goes, "By the way, this is also wrong." And I'm like, "You fucker." And I'm like, at this point, I was mean to him. I wasn't intending to be, but I was hungry. My rice was coming off. I hadn't eaten since 5 a.m. at this point, and I'm like, "God damn it, dude, just let me fucking go. Like, I don't want... Tell me what I did wrong. I'll correct it and send it back." It's like, fuck. Or fix it your goddamn self. But I couldn't say that because you pay me for that. But no, so I got through the whole thing, got that done. Get that sent over, and then I'm like, all right, I'm going to do the second one. He goes, okay. And I'm like, you're going to be online, right? And he's like, yeah. At 4 o'clock, he logged off.
Oh.
And I'm like, you motherfucker.
That's his fault, not yours, though.
No, because it still falls on me because I have to get these things out within 48 hours of getting sent the approvals from the rest of the team. So I have to get his approval within 48 hours. And so I'm like, fuck. And I got it on Friday night. But because of the fact that I'm listed as fucking Eastern Standard Time, but I'm a West Coast employee, they count the 48-hour window as West Coast, even though I work East Coast hours, and it's just because of how the company works. So I lose when I log off, and I get one of these things in my mailbox before I log off. I lose a good few hours, which fucks me even more because when you're dealing with a contract modification that's not like, maybe a quarter percentage of the contract, but is literally $300 fucking million on a $5 million contract, it's a lot you have to get looked at. I have to go through my boss, I have to go through his boss, I have to go through the next guy, I have to go all the way up to one of the fucking top members of my department. And I'm like, and he's like, oh yeah, it's no issue. And I'm like, man. And I'm like I said, I was trying not to be mean, but I know I could sense I was taking an attitude with him because he started getting meaner to me. Or giving me an attitude, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's
He's
fine.
like, you know what? I understand.
Like, I apologize. I gave some bullshit saying something along the lines of, I was just really excited to send it to you and get everything right, or some shit like that. And I was like, so, and he's like, no, I get it, man. No worries. And I'm like, yeah, that's not it. You're just fucking tell me what I got wrong. Sum it up in an email. Honestly. Takes 5 minutes. Say, hey, I highlighted what you got wrong. Here's what you need to do. He's like, fuck, I'll do it. It's like, I don't need a fucking 3-hour-long call about it. Oh, it's going to be a quick call. Fucking hour later.
This smokehouse Philly cheesesteak really does taste pretty good.
How was the mile run beforehand?
Well, I walked to the mailbox.
Oh,
you live a mile away.
You live on a farm plot, right? So it's like a mile away?
I plead the fifth.
You remember how you told Wolf you were going to start working out?
When did you tell him this?
So we're
I said
in
I would start
call.
walking every day.
Yeah, we're in call. I think it was like last Thursday, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe going for a run, maybe like on my days off or something like that. Maybe I'll start doing that." And he goes, "Maybe I'll start walking today." Did you go for that walk, Cook?
Well, I usually don't do it during the day because it's fucking hot out. I need to do it at night.
Guess what, Cook? You want to know the best thing of being a fat guy? Is
Sweat more?
we sweat like a motherfucker. And you know what happens when you add 117 degrees in a sweatshirt? Your fat ass doesn't have to run for the next 3 days because you're too tired. You've lost enough weight and you need to recover. This is unhealthy, but it's smart. Work out one
wear a
day.
sweatshirt?
Listen, in my defense, I forgot to eat yesterday.
No, see, that's even worse. No, you eat a bit, you eat well, and then you go and do enough running to last you for 3 whole days.
I mean, this is the only meal I've had today, too, so it should be fine.
That's why you're getting fat then, dude. You're not getting fat because you're eating bad. You're getting fat because you're not eating enough.
It's a caloric deficit. It works.
No, actually, it works the opposite. So, okay, let me put it this way.
You'll increase your fat storage, but if you also just stop eating
ask you to
a
take
lot.
a look at all the starving people in Africa and tell me that they're fat. Because I don't.
Do you
think they
notice
are.
how they bloat up whenever they get a meal in them?
How did I just come into?
Cook
Don't
being
worry.
an idiot and trying to act like an African.
I'm fine.
God damn it, Cook. Listen to... I'm literally giving you good advice to take care of yourself.
I'm okay.
It's like talking to us like a MAGA supporter, God damn it, about Trump's rights. Like, God damn, listen, trust me, man.
Every political side is retarded. I don't care.
Well, that's not the point. Okay. God damn it. Ah. It's a sad day when I missed Caleb over Cook. God damn. God, it's not a lecture. It's health
If you want
facts.
me to, I could go on my run right now.
Yeah, you want to? All right, you know what? Jump in, call. I'll listen to you. You can run while let's playing D&D.
Well, no, I'm not.
No, man, we're down. No, 100%. Fucking go at it. I will respect you even more. Put on the fucking camera and I'll throw in some fucking fun shit for you. I got you, bro. Let's go. I'll have Chaston roll for you in the background so you don't have to worry about rolling. You just gotta tell me what you want to do. Boom, we got this. Get your fucking gym clothes on. Get out there. Go on.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Fucking talking.
1 second. I've got 34% on my phone, so let's see how far I get through.
Alright, sounds good to me. You want to talk shit, you gotta prove it now. I want to see this.
This session just got weird.
Listen, Cook's sticking to his word. He's manning up for it. I better hear fucking wind in my face in the background here in a minute.
That's a lower Cook's volume if that's the case.
I better hear him fucking doing mile a minute. Let's hear some gators chomping at his ass. We got this. We'll go until Cook's phone dies.
Or until he gets back. He might get back before the.
No,
dies.
he can keep running. No, man, he put the timer on it. He said once his phone, he's gonna go as far as his phone battery will last. I think that's fair. He better hope that phone's a piece of shit, otherwise he's gonna be running for a good while. Oh man. To catch you up, Robert, Cook was basically isn't eating right and has decided to talk shit about going for a run now. And now, as you're caught up.
Don't worry, I'm getting my socks on right now. Pardon the mic quality. You're on my phone.
That's fine, man. You said you're gonna run until your phone dies, so we'll see how long this can go.
Well, I said I.
No, I got you, man.
I said, let's see.
Yeah, 34%. No, I got you. Now, just out of curiosity, before session starts, Chaston, what is the farthest you've ever known Cook to run?
I've never done. He's only told me that he's done biking, and he did swim with me for a year. I haven't really seen him.
You guys didn't do cardio, like runs and swimming at all?
Well, we did on Friday, but that's a few miles, and everyone did it. So
Okay,
I mean,
gotcha.
But also, we had constant breaks to do other workouts because we had we ran, stopped, did a thing, ran, stopped. Plus, that was more jogging because it was like a Congo line jog.
Well, to be fair, that's fair. Now, Grumpy, do you have any running advice for Cook while he does this to maintain?
I don't know his experience with
Don't.
running.
Don't.
You can start with walking if that's what you want to do.
Nah, he's got to prove it now.
You don't want to be out of breath also and just, run, stop, run, stop. That's not going to get you anywhere.
Yeah.
You gotta get the heart rate moving. That's what I always hear. Go, Justin.
Swim, we did the Indian line running where the person in the back would sprint, get to the front. When they got there, the next person would sprint.
An Indian run, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So we did that. So most of our running was in short bursts for swim practice.
Fuck, that would have been nice in sports.
Because our endurance training was other workouts. So.
Yeah, wrestlers didn't get that kindness. You ran 3 miles outside, or you ran 5 miles inside?
I was saying, yeah, you had to train very, very different muscles.
Yeah. Apparently our ass was most of it.
Are you doing hills? All right.
Yeah, we did. But there was and even worse for the fat guys, there was a Taco Bell and a McDonald's that was always working hard on that fucking time, that time period. You could smell it. Go ahead.
One of our things was suicides on hills. We had a really steep hill at the edge of our school.
That sounds awful.
It's a good way to lose your lunch if you don't if you are eating.
At least one where you don't really have to run. You just kind of have to slide down the hill. Well, not slide, but
pass out. All right, Cook, you good?
Make sure I don't dehydrate and get some nutrients.
Wait, you actually carry a water bottle with you while you run?
We have to.
That's a thing people do?
It's too hot. You have to take something with you.
In Florida, you will die.
In 90 degrees, we never do out here. I mean, it's just you just run. And then, I mean, there's water fountains everywhere. I mean, to be fair, we have water fountains, or as we call them, bubblers.
But realize something.
Bubblers.
Here, due to all the humidity, is way hotter than 90 there.
That's fair.
Sure is. 90 will kill you. With
Yeah,
100% humidity.
Down here.
Yeah, we just get 50%. I think that's what we're working with today, so that's been the
I know the difference. Because when I went to fucking Asia in high school, dry heat 110 was nothing to 90.
You can wear pants in that, and you will not sweat.
You cannot care nearly as much.
As long as you're shaded.
No! Not even that!
Yes.
Not even.
Not even.
Fuck you, skinny people, Grumpy. I don't want to fucking hear it. The last time you saw heat, mate, was when you were fucking coming out of the womb.
No.
The amount of body fat you had.
Damn, we had people, not skinny, varied, wearing jeans in 110 dry heat.
I don't believe it.
It's
So you wanted it on video, right?
It's loading terribly. It's trying. Discord is... Man, it's actually, I can hear the wind in the background, but the question is he actually running?
Do I need to attune to the whips individually, or is it count as both for one?
What do you mean? One.
Oh, you didn't give me any, but I had asked for two. I asked for a set when I did it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you will have to attune to them separately.
Okay.
Because they are two different items. All right, Cook. How you feeling?
I ran.
We're not gonna hear shit from him in the
yeah. See the problem I was thinking when this is a weird session, we're not gonna know what he wants to do.
Exactly.
Hey, you wanted to talk shit, man. Come on.
Listen. I asked you if you wanted me to do it, and I'm true to my word.
Well, let's get a hustle in there. You still got 2 more minutes.
All right.
I expect some wind sprints in the background. Come on now.
I was gonna say we could easily improve her by recording a run, not during D&D.
No, honestly, if Cook wants to come back when the session starts, I don't care. Good on
Mike. I'd like to vote for that one purely for Mike quality.
Good on you for getting out there. Now eat right.
I'm gonna do a whole lap. I'll walk it, but
all right, well, run. You better sprint.
No, he said he'll walk it.
Nah, man, come on. You got a minute. Let's sprint.
You
it.
can't
Let's
go. You can't do well.
I can't run my neighborhood in 2 minutes.
You cannot. Oh, come on now. I can run mine.
Dude.
It's like a quarter of the size, but you know.
Not even that, probably.
No, I've
I-
seen his neighborhood. No, it's legit like a quarter of the size. Oh man. God.
A block for me is like a 6-mile run.
Fair. Yeah, no, I believe that. Through
Probably
corn, winter, mountains, and slate.
Well, just finding turning right at every single road you see will take like 6 miles to get back to where you started.
Fair.
Sounds like fun.
Yo, man. Nah, man, Cook, if you gotta run at night, go run it at fucking night, man. But just eat 3 meals a day, make sure they're spread out. You got your healthy shit in there, and you'll lose weight like mad. And kick soda. Beyond that, you don't gotta do... Fuck, you could still smoke cigarettes for all it matters of how easy it is to cut the weight from there. Oh,
Well,
man.
that helps cut weight.
Yeah. Well, in his case, yes. Also, Cook, I want you to know, not any time did your camera actually turn on.
All right, I can see myself, but
There you go.
Hey, there he is.
yeah, I just had to turn it back on again.
There you go.
That glistening beard.
I know, right? Okay, great.
Chaston, what'd you just send me?
That's the mechanical video I made that really upset Mike.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Enjoy how exceedingly fast the presser is.
Yeah, I saw that. Are you just gonna walk now, Cook? Are you gonna just literally step
He
by
said he's
step?
gonna walk around his neighborhood.
Alright, well, we'll start then.
It shouldn't be too crazy.
We'll start with it then. No worries. Let me update that. Boom. I can't wait for him to embarrass himself in front of some neighbor chick he has a thing for. Alright. So yeah, last time with this party, y'all managed to have what was supposed to be a 2-minute shopping session of what Chaston was hoping to be pre-session, in fact. Turned out to be a full 2.5-hour long campaign session.
Because you turned it into it because you wanted to prove something.
No, I just didn't have anything planned for the city's destruction yet, so I needed to pad out some time. That's what we call as a DM as padding. I know who to rely on when I need to give padding. Listen, it don't take much. You give Cook or Caleb a bone, and then you just watch things go on. Exactly.
Bone
But-
for bone crusher.
Yes, so as the party spent a good while shopping, meeting the Holy Order of Zarius himself, getting some concrete information, and overall just having a fantastic time. The party
Killing cousins.
Oh yeah, Daka killing. Oh yeah, you know the last little bit about the meteor flying off and Daka cutting down or incinerating his cousin by driving him into space at high speeds. Totally, just the things you do. Yeah. Oh man. And so the party managed to regain the meteor shield, as I'm slowly starting to call it. I don't know how Doc is gonna wear it on his back, but I feel he'll find a way. We return to the party having Sieko, if I remember right, having gotten a wagon set up and getting the rest of the party minus Daka, who after slowly gliding in from the astral plane and stealing a cleric's gear, decided to rejoin the party.
Yeah.
He went to go grab his ship.
Yeah, his ship, and then catch up with you all. Yep.
Very importantly, I'm pulling the cart in fucking dwarf form, so I'm this little buff dwarf pulling a cart.
Yeah,
That
just
was, yeah.
going at a like jogging pace for you.
Yeah.
Never exhausting. After a few hours of travel, what turns into a couple of days of straight running, the party finds themselves standing outside of the Mountain Elven City, the capital, where you see on the sign these the symbols and sigils marking this as a metropolis city, one of the last ones still standing. As you all kind of look about, you see these grand, massive stone walls. The castle being perched on the edge of a giant sharp cliff, from what you can see, where as you're kind of circling around it, kind of investigating as you have the time, Sieko, coming to the realization it's going to take probably another half a day before Daka should get there. And looking to see if there's any pathways for anybody to escape before you destroy this city. If you destroy this city. Yes.
So Sieko's especially looking for how to raid the palace.
As you look on, you see that the fortress, the city itself, kind of expands down the cliffside, and fans out with a giant outer wall, counting 3 outer walls altogether, and then the inner palace wall. However, the palace itself sits right at the very peak of the cliff itself, and you can see it looks to have been reinforced over time with different gemstones and runes that are all up there, all carved into the mountain to keep the thing from being molded earth or assuming an earthquake knocking it down. But you can see it's right on the edge, and there is no wall on this outside of the cliff.
It's just the cliff face.
Yeah, as it's like a straight climb. You don't see any finger holes, you don't see anything of ease. As you kind of start to circle around it to see, looking around the area and investigating, your tremor sense does pick up a bunch of caves under the ground, but none that go directly into the cliffside itself.
How high is the cliff? Roughly.
Let me look. Roughly about 400 feet straight.
I can get there in 3 turns.
Oh no!
Damn, you gave me an 80-foot fly speed with my last evolution.
Mm-hmm.
I have these giant crystal wings now. I can just fucking shoot up.
So, but that won't be very quiet.
Yeah, also the rest of your party will have to find their own ways up there. While Tictric can fly, you do not know about Bastion.
Too can fly.
Oh, Bastion can fly.
It's only Equus.
I
Unless
got
they have
a
wings.
flying broom. I got a flying broom.
Oh, you do have a flying broom.
It's a flying broom. We all have a... Wait, hold on. So, Bastion, how fast is your flight?
30.
Mine's 35.
How much do you weigh, Bastion?
1,200 pounds.
Jesus, you're a big guy.
I can carry you. And fly...
1,300 including my carrying.
Yeah, you are within my lift capacity.
As you all start to kind of debate this and contemplate this, Daka, you are on your shield, flying over the waves between the channel, seeing your meteors stacked up way in the distance just because of the amount of height they have compared to everything. What music are you playing in the background here at this point? And are you...
Mississippi Queen.
Alright! And as the music starts to kick off, the waves seem to start to react to the magic coming off of your shield, seeming to expand out around you as you start kind of riding your waves down towards the city. Heading towards Kadeshia, as that was the city you saw was closest towards your rocks, and meaning that it'll be the easiest way to get across. The wave slowly starts climbing with your wild magic. Chaston, give me 2d100s for Daka's wild magic.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets to choose. Although it's kind of
You get to
awkward.
choose now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, never mind. Only give me a 1d100, Chaston, for what table to be on.
Okay. That's a nat 100.
Okay.
First roll of the session, nat 100.
100.
Which I don't
Big
think
number.
Daka's gonna be too happy about, because if I remember right, that one I get to pick, but let me check.
Oh, you need to pick which table.
Yeah, well, the first roll is what table it's gonna be on. Yeah, the DM decides which table it's gonna be on. You know what? Let's do an environment effect. Let's see.
Grumpy, I want to make a fair point. See, that wouldn't be quiet.
Well, quiet entry, as in getting close.
No way we do this is gonna be quiet overall.
As Daka starts flying off, right? The music starts blaring, the wave starts growing taller and taller, creating this tsunami as Daka is going through the waves. heading towards the city of Cardessia. Waves expanding out, crashing into towns on the seashore. None of you feel this, as this is too far off, as a strange green light seems to start emanating away from Daka's shield, and all non-sentient animal life begins to die within 100-foot radius. Like fish start floating up to the shore as Daka's wave is slowly becoming a wave of nothing but chum.
Y'all heard a red tide. Get ready for the green tide.
Ew, what the fuck? No.
Question: is this capital a coastal city? Could we just slam a tsunami, or Daka could try to slam a tsunami in this city? No, the capital.
Oh, the capital of the Mountain Elves. Let me pull up my map.
It'll be funny if it is.
I don't believe it is. I believe it is landlocked pretty heftily. Because it's up here in the north, but let me make sure I'm correct on my global map. One sec. No, yeah, it's too centralized into the ground. Yeah, he won't make it far enough. The most they'll get is puddles. This is not being quiet. This was never gonna be a quiet attack. That's true. As Daka starts raging on, as he continues at top speeds, moments later, the city itself, or he sees the city in the distance as the wave starts crashing into it. People are screaming. The giant tree in the center seems to kind of start to glow slightly as a magical barrage begins to expand around the city in a shield-like format. As Daka's wave just slams into it, causing the entire city to move a couple inches backwards. Daka, unabated by this, continues flying towards his ship. As the rest of you, we come back to the rest of you as now Daka goes to change back into his non-gym clothes. You all start looking around the cliffside. What do you want to do?
We could fly up, or do you want to wait till Daka makes entry?
I say it is day. It is bright day. You can see sentinels and such that are like staring down from the top walls as you all kind of look up now.
Mm-hmm.
Not like they're seeming to like stare at you like as in like you're a threat. They just seem to a couple that are passing by seem to be watching you all.
I'm sure I can get up there stealthily during the night. I don't know about you all.
I mean, how far out is Daka? Is he going to be here when night hits, or is he going to be here at day and everyone's going to be concerned?
If Daka can get to his shield, he can be there in less than half a day.
We could camp out here and wait for Daka, or we could just go for it. You should probably wait for Daka.
Should probably wait. I'm fine with that. We should probably not wait so close. Might
no, we can walk
anxious.
All right. As you lot start walking, are you just gonna head back towards the city, or are you gonna head back in? As you look around, this cliffside does kind of permeate into a bunch of canyons around the area that you could easily go and find
we can just go hide in a canyon, I guess.
Hide in a canyon, yeah.
Okay. You all kind of start heading off into the canyons themselves, seeing the brightly colored tops being this bright reddish, lower down having more of a purplish color. You all kind of start heading down further and find a little cave, bringing the wagon inside. You plop it up. It is a full living wagon, so like there's a small little bed in there. There's a little kitchen with no running water, of course. Just some magic that you guys can like turn on and off that seems to automate it. A little what looks to be what you found for the object had what is called the newest portable Bless the Rains, which is what you would recognize as a shower. However, to your characters, you've never seen something like this. This is like something very new, and it is a new way of bathing. Where it's just like a bunch of runes with the rain spell start to activate with an upcast and start like dropping droplets down onto the ground in this like what looks to be a kind of iron-like coffin that you can walk into. Unfortunately, most of you can't fit, but it's cool looking.
Cool little addition. Is it like a sculpture? Do you think?
No, it's just salt. What looks like it's a mixture of iron and stone, like that's been created into a solid coffin, with at the top little rain droplets, runes like carved into a sheet that sits like one layer above it, and then like has little holes the water kind of trickles into. However, Sieko and Bastion in their normal forms can definitely fit. But as you kind of start to camp out, relaxing, grabbing up some rations, and not really setting a fire due to the amount of heat, and not wanting to allow smoke billowing out of the cave, which one of you had the World News bracelet?
No one has ever had one, I believe.
We lost our bracelet when we were like level 7.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
And we've never gotten one again.
Because every time we had to get one, the towns didn't have them, and we stopped bothering at some point.
No, that's fair. I wanted to make sure. I'm gonna laugh if fucking Caleb says Goji did.
I didn't either.
Goji ascends and makes his World News bracelet a fucking god item.
Well, I know that we had the bracelet attached to the ship.
Yeah, and you lost the ship.
Yeah, the ship. Yeah, got
never got a new one.
Yep.
But as you lot are kind of relaxing and hanging out, you kind of start to hear in the distance after a few hours the sound music starting to blare very loudly as the sound of like wind breaking against something can be heard, kind of like when a jet starts to speed up.
Look, what is it?
As you kind of look out the cave, you see Daka's ship with the big red stripes painted down all 5 of the meteors. Daka, would you have painted anything else on that ship in the meantime?
A elegantly drawn Daka on a nice red and gold couch, sitting, just laying across, kind of like the picture of like God on Michelangelo's in the Sixtine Chapel, and his just fingers pointed out.
As you look out, you see this massive like meteor that you immediately recognize as Daka's ship, but on the front one, or if it's perpendicular, at the bottom, is a big design of Daka fully dressed to the nines on this nice, glorious couch with his finger out looking godly with, like, emanating lights behind him, giving that God Emperor vibes, but, like, a more, like, sweeter and softer image to, bring out Daka's more effeminate side.
Okay, I tell them it's time, and I'm running towards the cliffside.
All right, I'm gonna do the most important thing. I'm gonna strap the pick bow to my room. This is handy. This is a tool for later.
Okay.
I will like to stealth against the side of the wall as I fly up it.
Yeah, roll stealth check.
Okay.
Daka, how are you planning to stop?
40.
40. Oh god. Are you going to, just to make sure, are you like gonna stop the meteors before, or like what's your plan of entry here, just to clarify? As you see the rest of your party like running towards the walls and starting to sprout wings and fly. Minus
if Daka remembers correctly, the goal was to fight the royal people.
Yes.
So I assume there's a fancy looking castle.
I rolled a 17 on my stealth. I figured I'd go ahead and try to.
Okay. Yes, you see the very large castle on the edge of a very high cliffside that you are currently careening towards.
That'll do.
As you all, as Ticktrick and Bastion begin to like stealth and start to quietly flap their wings, like getting as close to the edge of the mountain cliffside as possible. Equest, I assume you're taking out your flying broom?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you gonna want to roll stealth check, or are you just gonna float up?
I did, and I got a 22.
22, okay. You begin to, like, slowly float. I mean, the broom being quiet definitely helps compared to the rest of your teammates' wings, but you get right on the edge of the cliff and, like, put your hands up, kind of slowly pulling yourself up. Sieko?
I am in my real form, not stealthing, flying incredibly fast towards the fucking castle.
You sprout massive draconic-looking wings, these gemstones glittering in the like afternoon sunlight. Seeing Daka, you just start flying straight up at top speeds. You all turn and you see Daka's not slowing down. You hear another crack as the meteor is speeding up.
Yeah, as
Yeah,
expected.
Sieko likes this strategy.
The party is halfway up when Daka collides with the castle.
In case I will activate my ghost step, so I'm slightly incorporeal in case I get some debris.
As you'll look up, thankfully, because of the trajectory of how he hits it, it hits square on with where the castle is right, cleanly lit, sitting on the cliffside. And he takes out like the top half of it because as it kind of extends further down the cliff, it kind of goes down further, giving more room. And if you were watching from behind, it looks like he just gave it a clean haircut across. As you guys climb up and see Daka flying off in the distance, a massive castle still pierced onto the front of his shield. Or of his meteor tower, the great Daka shield. As you all climb, with Sieko being the fastest, climbing up first, some light debris falling to the ground, just some minor rocks from the cliffside as it starts to kind of erode a little bit. Everyone minus Sieko and Tiktrick and Daka, which is basically okay. Equest and Bastion, give me a dex save. It's bludgeoning damage. It's non-magical, so you don't have to save. I'm just
Oh, I might as well I'm just gonna let it happen.
Accept it.
Okay.
Plow through the stone. Fear tactic.
Equest.
I got a 21.
21. You dodge out of the way, and as you look down, getting ready to shout for to warn the others, you see Bastion just takes it on the head as it splits away and falls.
This drow just unfazed by the rock that crashed on his head.
Oh, you're in drow form? That's even better.
As you all start to as you continue going up, are you Tiktrick, Bastion, Equest, are you still going in stealthily, or is it at this point just fucking
Does it
going?
seem like everyone's distracted and not looking this way?
You don't see a castle.
Oh, yeah, I won't be stealthing now.
Hey, I am the distraction.
Seko is going to be the first to get up there because he's going at top speed.
I have a 160 dash fly.
Yeah, Bastion and
face.
Equest, are you breaking stealth and just going for it at this point?
I'd like to fly up stealthy to get a view of everything, and then I'll decide from there.
Okay, and Equest.
I'm not gonna stealth anymore. I am gonna just move in.
Okay.
I'm gonna start flying higher.
I will haste myself though to get it there a bit faster.
Yeah, as Sieko edges over the cliffside, seeing down onto it, seeing this clean haircut, Daka in the distance flying away, and slowly, as you can see, the rock starting to make a turn, but those speeds, it's going to take a minute to come back around.
It's coming back again.
You kind of, just coming over the edge, you look over Sieko, and then as Tiktrick just zooms past you to climb on top, flying past, to cut right off your vision as he flies above you. As you both look on, you see the castle itself has so the very top of it seems to be clean cut, and as you look down, Tiktrick, Sieko, and then a quest coming up, and then also Bastion finally flying over it, you see it's just the servants' quarters that's left as people are mountain elves are screaming and running out. You'll see all these people dressed in like really cheap commoners' clothing or like maid and butler outfits as they're running for the out of the castle now. As someone you hear scream off in the distance, "It's coming around!" As someone just starts running.
I calmly tell the others, we might have to wait for it to come back. I think the rest of the castle has the people we care about in it.
There's been a second boulder.
I put my hand around my neck and crack it, and then I start walking towards the servants.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'll scan. Is there anyone that seems like they're dangerous that I can see from this?
You see some iron golems that are in the castle itself, but give me a perception check to see beyond that into the city.
Okay.
24. Can I
24.
also scan around from where I'm at?
Yeah, go ahead, Bastion. Give me a perception check. And 24. Okay, Tiktrick.
19.
19. Okay. With a 19, as you look on, you see that the city themselves, like the townsfolk, are screaming and running. There's an adventurers guild that you do see. Immediately kind of looking over to it, both you and Ticktrick catch this. Ticktrick immediately recognizes it's a different guild as it has like some bronze owl design on it. And Ticktrick, realizing that most of these guilds seem to like make some sort of animal to represent them, kind of catches on immediately that this creature isn't what he's looking for. But as you look around, Bastion, you see a couple of the adventurers come out, look towards you guys, and turn and start running away. Finally, as they kind of start moving about, you see some of the churches are similar. Paladins and clerics coming out and running to like grab the aid and help people, but none of them seeming to approach towards the castle. Like coming to almost to stop a good few 100 feet away, and like helping those who are tripping and trying to get out. Ticktrick, with your view, you see guards on the walls, even on the edge from the entrance, being a good couple miles away at this point. And as you look on, the guards themselves look to be just completely awestruck, like watching Daka do this and not reacting, like not moving. They're just standing there gawking at this.
They're too far away.
What is that?
You do both see some, like I said, iron golems kind of stationed throughout the castle that immediately both of you recognize as iron golems that are common amongst like layers and such. So meaning they probably have some sort of activation. But it doesn't take much to surmise that most likely the activation for the iron golem guards is probably on Daka's ship currently.
Well, before it comes back, then can I get down there and see if I can de-magic them?
You fly down into the peasants' quarter or the servant quarters and start going at work. There are 6 in total. Give me a smithing check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be using the gun or the sponge, as you like to say. Smithing check. Okay. 21.
Yeah, as you start kind of looking about these iron golems, they're rudimentary in their design as you kind of look them up and down. These are definitely old. As you kind of like turn around, it's a common trick in the book for like the most apprentices. As you look at these iron golems, you put the power source at the back where no one's supposed to hit the creature. You find a little glowing orb that seems to be a gemstone that has a catalyst of magic in it, and start running your device around it. And you watch as the magic inside seems to dissipate into you and get sucked into your gun. As you do this 5 more times, kind of running throughout, you manage to get through most or all of them without any issues.
How much does it fill it up?
Not even an eighth.
Okay, it has a total of 30 in it.
Yep. So these aren't very high.
Eighth.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that math.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna leave you at that. If it's 30, then if it's 30, then it should be 12. There we go. As you all kind of look about, Sieko, what do you want to do?
So going over to the servants that are still there, I'm gonna finally play into my flaw of I enjoy making people feel powerless beneath me. And I'm going to grab one of them by the neck if I can reach one.
Yeah, give me a strength or give me a dex check.
Not good at dex, but
They're
I can.
Squirmy.
They are squirming peasants.
Well, that's a 4. I might just punch one instead.
You watch this old butler as you go to grab him, as this like he's telling this old maid to like hurry along. You go to grab him, and as he sees, he turns around and looks at you. He like dodges his neck out of the way and smiles and goes, "I was the champion of over 100 years ago of my own of the kung fu competition here. Try me, monster!" As he puts his weak hand down.
Oh.
I crack my knuckles and I swing with this giant club towards his head.
He rolled a hit.
Attention, people of the Commonwealth.
19.
19 hits roll damage.
Can he even survive?
Let's
I have a
find
minimum.
out.
Well, the damage to find out.
That starts with 12 bludgeoning.
Oh yeah, you watch as the club impacts, and not even the actual club itself, but the wind around it slams into the skull of this old man, and it eviscerates onto the wall as the body slowly starts to come to the realization and drops.
And I'm just gonna turn and stare at the person who was talking orders to a minute ago.
As you look, she's not there anymore.
That's what I thought.
Are you going to continue your tirade throughout the servants' quarters?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to be good aligned. I'm probably not good aligned already. I'm going to start my tirade of slaughter.
Okay. All right. Going up from there, Bastion. As you're looking around, you do see paladins, you do see clerics running, and some like grabbing up like peasants and such in the streets, trying to help people. There's also some adventurers that are running away. You catch the attention of two of them, a pair of twin mountain elves. That both one looking to be some sort of magic caster, like maybe a druid of some sort, as they have this giant wooden staff, no gemstones or metal on them, just cloth. Very simple features for a mountain elf, being like very tan, short cut hair, having kind of the cloaked hood. And from this distance, you can't tell much else about them. The other one, though, you do notice is carrying a demon sword, a sword from the abyss. As you recognize the metal in it, as they're kind of wielding it and kind of running. As they seem to kind of originally run out of the Adventurers Guild, looked at you lot, drew their sword, and then realizing that they were fucked, turned and ran with it. Didn't even bother sheathing it. But this being, as you can see, this is a prized item that is completely silent in its state as you look on. But otherwise, no one else catches your attention. Are you looking for anything else in particular?
I would like to make notice of them telepathically to Tickdrick, and I will start heading towards them, the two elves.
Okay.
Still in my drow form, obviously.
And still flying.
Yeah, well, yeah.
As you kind of swooping down your giant demonic wings in the back. Coming to the edge of the castle and kind of swooping into the streets, you come to head them off moments later. The warrior one carrying the demonic sword looks to be in full plate, and she, as you realize it is a female, both of them being females, are both carrying what looks to be demonic items. The warrior's plate all being abyssal in design with really twisted markings and looking like objects. The other one the druid, as you realize, she's not carrying any metal, but she has some really twisted vines that you can sense necrotic energy coming off of.
Do I recognize any of it?
You do not. You've never seen this material before. However, do you give me a history check to see if you can tell what the sword is?
And I will head that way.
Being abyssal, do I get the advantage, or
Yeah.
get advantage, or?
Yeah, I'll say you do.
Yikes. I'm glad I did. 21.
This is an identical, it's not the original, you can immediately tell, but this is an identical copy to a very famous apparition countess who is supposedly one of the primordial creatures, or was around when the primordials were first on this planet. This item looks to be an exact copy of the sword Dornover. A sword that supposedly was forged, some believe, by the Nero himself to give to this woman, but others believe that this is a sword that Belth actually gifted to this countess. And this is an identical copy. The only duplication that you see that's different as you're looking this thing up and down is it doesn't have the same pommel etched markings of Nero, the god of chaos.
Okay. So, let's see here.
But as you head them off in your drow form, your wings kind of retracting, you can see Tickdrick in the distance running over. They kind of stop and look at you and kind of confusedly wait for a moment. The female warrior kind of holding her sword out in her hand in front of her, and the druid looks to be writing a spell, but neither seems to be bothered by you, Bastion. Like, as in, like, intimidated or scared. They just seem to be readying for combat.
Gonna go, so what's the plan here?
The warrior kind of speaks up in abyssal, and kind of, you see the little smoke kind of coming off her tongue as she begins to talk and goes, "You're one of us."
You can tell.
She nods. As people are still screaming around you, running as you guys are having a conversation in the middle of the street. Tickdrick in the distance, you can see, Bastion, you can see the smoke coming up as he's running.
But I'm also one of them. I point back at Sieko just tearing through things.
Roaring, ripping apart stone, killing people.
In his, I assume in his normal form, correct? In his actual,
I'm
okay.
Big buff dragon.
Yeah, to keep your dwarven form secretive a little bit. Yeah, I got you. Okay,
yeah,
well, make sure. All right, yeah. She just kind of looks at you and kind of nods and goes, "So is there a problem?"
Not if you're gonna make one. Unless you're gonna make one, I mean.
She kind of nods and goes and puts her sword away and then turns as Tictric comes running up right behind. And she just kind of looks back at him and looks at you again, Bastion, and then kind of starts to walk as the druid follows after, not saying a thing. They seem to walk away as Tictric catches up with you. And then catches up into the crowd. Tictric, as you come up you were saying you were wanting to chase after to catch up to Bastion, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you watch as these two figures that Bastion seemed to have been talking to in a strange tongue, because I don't think you speak Abyssal, right?
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, so you hear this slight exchange at the end as she just kind of looks over in your direction, asks if there's a problem, and then starts to walk off.
That it? No. Okay.
Do you leave it be?
Sounds good. Yeah. If they're not attacking, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Did my true sight, by the way, did they look any different?
Yes. You recognize them as one moment. Let me pull up their fiendish thing. Of course, I can't remember. It's not pit fiend. What's Chastin? What was the opposite of pit fiends again? What the fuck were they called?
Balrog.
Baylor.
Baylor.
Yes.
These look like two juiced up effeminate Baylors. Lot larger, a lot darker in skin, and looking to have a lot of ornate objects all over their horns as they were looking down at you. Not because, as in looking down at you, but because of the height thing. Yeah. As they kind of walk off, are you going to do anything else, Bastion or Tictric?
How close is the Daka plane?
It is turned around at this point, and you can see Daka is either coming for another round or he's planning to stop here in a moment. But there's no castle left on the front of his ship. The painting is completely crushed up ground, and you see weird red markings all over it.
Yeah, I was about to ask if there was any new red air quote paint on it, but that answers my question.
Daka looks like almost a zombified version of himself from earlier now.
Yes, don't worry, I'll touch it up afterwards.
Well, we should probably go over where that capital fell off.
Alright, Tictric and Bastion, are you just gonna wait in the city and kind of start scouting out to see if anybody else catches your attention or if any items catch your attention?
Yes, if there's any exits, stay by the exits.
Okay. Anybody that looks important.
As you guys kind of, as Tictric kind of starts to feign a fake, kindness of, kind of pointing people to the exit and watching them as they're leaving, just to eye them up, Bastion kind of intermingling with the crowd and looking about, you do... Bastion, as one of the clerics kind of bumps into you by accident and, keeps running, you watch as they drop an amulet. And you see it's an amulet of the Devout +1, but it's specifically 2 Terracitus. As you look down on it. As this person's running for their life.
You gotta let them live. Let them live. They're a follower of Terra.
Well, also an amulet of Devout +1 is still worth a lot of money. I mean, you guys don't care, but but as they continue to run past, no one else seems to catch your attention outright. Looking about.
I do have true sight.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm taking note of. Besides the 2 demonic Baylors you had seen earlier. Yeah, none of the others seem to catch your attention outright. For a second, both of you do see something flashing towards the castle that catches both of your attention, a bright blue light heading towards where Sieko is currently. You assume that Sieko maniacally laughing and roaring out as people are dying.
Will we flash towards Sieko?
Yes.
A challenger is approaching.
I will go over there. Seems important.
Oh, don't worry, Equus. I am actually getting to you next, so that's why. And then we're going to be going to Daka, who's about to kick off the next round after that. So get ready, Daka. All right. So as the Bastion, are you going to head towards, or are you going to stay?
Yeah, I will go to get with Sieko too.
Okay. Quest. As you watch as Tiktrick runs down below it to start working with the iron golems, Bastion heads off into the city. Daka is starting to kind of turn around. Sieko inside killing servants and just anybody he can get his hands on. What would you like to do?
So, I'm going to, because I try to check my spell list to see if I can find anything that could help. Mm-hmm. So, fortunately, I will just have to be using my bass voice and screaming this as loud as I possibly can.
Okay.
And I will be doing it in Elvish so that every poor sap here who, for some reason, does not want to speak Common will hear it and understand it.
You don't actually have to shout it. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do this. Not to every poor person in this call. Good evening, peasants. I bring a gift to you all. The Monsterous 5 and a very angry core monarch. You raided his city and enslaved and killed all his people. Feel his wrath. Core monarch, reduce this shithole to rubble.
Okay. As you shout this out, give me a performance check to see how far out your voice bellows.
Roll a big number.
Best part is Sieko has no idea what they're saying because Sieko doesn't speak Elvish.
No, you're just gonna hear random shouting in Elvish.
I'm just like, yeah, that checks out.
I'm gonna.
Oh.
You're gonna. What was that? You're gonna lucky that?
I said I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay.
It's a fucking 3.
Ouch, bro.
That's a 21.
Hey, there
okay.
You go.
Yeah, as you shout out, people start screaming. Tiktrick and Bastion, you hear people shouting and screaming, it's the Monsterous 5. Everyone run for their lives. And, you know, the name starts to carry on the wind as people are screaming off and running out of the city. This does make a couple peasants who notice Tiktrick at the walls as he goes towards the exit kind of start to really give him a wide berth around him.
Is there anybody eyeing me after that's said?
No, as you look about, no one catches your attention before that blue light shining does. The clerics themselves don't seem to notice you, and no one else seems to be catching you, just seeing you as a normal drow.
Cool. Okay.
As you all keep running, Quest head. You said you were gonna head into the castle itself to see if you can find someone to murder.
Yeah.
As you rush in, cornering a couple of little peasant, stable boys, two of them who've been, who look to be hiding behind some barrels in one of the store closets that Sieko didn't seem to catch as he was murdering someone else. From the loud screams and everything, he didn't manage to catch it. You see some moving of the wood around them and kind of pushing it aside. You see these two Mountain Elf boys, roughly around the ages of 10 to 12, that look to be looking up at you, scared, crying, and screaming.
I'm going to slowly cock my head to the right and just draw my bow. And I'm going to shoot one of the children.
Alright, roll to hit. We gonna have Kung Fu Master Jr. tonight? No! As the arrow goes right cleanly through the head, right at the dead center of the child, the silence is almost deafening as the creature stops screaming and crying. The other one seems to panic and starts to push past and run away.
I'll scream out in Elvish. Find a better hiding spot.
Oh, Lord.
Damn.
You hear the child running.
Oh. This is now a slasher fic.
That kid's gonna come back as an adventurer. I want you.
I'm gonna say no revenge plots as you murder both.
Hey, he better.
You guys don't care.
He's not getting a chance. At some point, I'm gonna go and try and look for him again.
Okay.
Wait, do I catch the kid running out?
No, this is only moments after you flew off towards.
Yeah, these are like separate things.
Yeah,
okay.
these same things happen at the same time. As the kid runs off, roll a perception check, Equus.
See if he finds a better hiding spot.
I got a 25.
As you start walking around, following in Sieko's wake and kind of darting down side hallways and such, looking about, you don't find the kid.
Oh, he's gonna fuck you up.
The kid's not a kid.
No, you look about, there's no sign of him as you look around. But as you're kind of exploring, you do realize this castle has 2 exits. One is through the giant hole in the ceiling, and the other is through the front that Sieko is slowly working his way towards.
Find out he's going to want to go to either of those.
So the only option is he climbed over the walls and tried to climb out, from what you gather as you look about. Or he's found a place to hide under something.
Mm-hmm.
As you hear a screaming woman run past the hallway that you're down, running towards Sieko.
Oh no.
Towards me? Ooh.
Not realizing it's Sieko.
Oh, perfect. I guess Hunter's more colored.
And he quests like a velociraptor in fucking Jurassic Park turns and heads off after another target.
Yes, but I will keep mental note of this area where the child is.
Okay.
Oh. Imagine Hunter marked the child.
Alright, Daka, you are coming back around. You can hear the screaming, but the music's so loud and the mood is just right. What are you doing?
As I'm approaching overhead, I'll, shrink the ship and drop down with the golden blunderbuss and just...
Wait, when did I give you a golden blunderbuss?
You gave me a golden blunderbuss. It was from the GIF.
Oh yes, I remember.
They got crushed.
Yep,
and it came out, but
yep.
I got his golden blunderbuss. So, it's time to clean shop.
As Daka's ship comes turning around at top speeds, it slowly shrinks down, and Daka just goes flying, tumbling out of it. The music of Mississippi Queen still playing as he makes his tumbling entrance with a gun in hand. Roll an acrobatics to see how you land. We gonna get a superhero landing, or are we gonna get a Daka landing?
17.
All right, Daka, how are you wanting to land?
I'm just straight up impact.
All right. Daka comes flying and doing kind of swirling in the air, getting his speed going as he comes down like a Beyblade, just straight out of the pipe. Lands on his feet, slamming into the ground, and impacts it a few inches, leaving a slight impact of his feet imprinted into the dirt or the hard stone. People screaming around him. Daka, as you look down, there's something wet and squishy on your shoes.
Remember, no Russian.
What?
Time to commit an atrocity.
And are you just gonna turn and start shooting?
Yeah.
Daka starts blowing off, cannonballs going flying out, explosions being heard. Daka in the distance, as you land and start shooting off these basically giant cannonballs that start expanding out, people getting mowed down, screams being heard. You suddenly see a bright flash of blue light towards the castle where you last saw the party.
Guess I gotta start making my way towards there.
Reloading, turns and starts walking down, aiming down the alleyway. There's no one left.
Never mind.
Yeah, there's no one left down the alleyway at this point. It's just splattered, but he still blows another hole just to watch the cannon land into the wall, slightly impacting it even more, watching a chunk of it crumble away. Daka continues heading towards the castle, what's left of the castle itself. You all come walking in, or kind of start turning around and coming together in this castle area. Sieko not seeing the light, neither requests, as it's slightly gleaming in the distance, right on the edge of the cliff, where the rest of the castle once laid. As a massive looking, give me a minute to pull up the thing. This massive looking demonic fiendish creature comes flaring up, a bright blue light expanding around her in every way. She is fuming as this mountain elf features. Her hair starts to extend out as the braid breaks, or the tie breaks away. Long raven black hair, dark tan skin, or dark brown skin, these bright glowing gold eyes right now, as of now. She looks out and wearing what looks to be a full natural strange plate that growls and grumbles as you all are starting to get closer, and you hear in the distance. She looks on angrily as she draws her longsword.
Man, I wish I landed on her, if you know what I mean.
No.
Roll initiative. Fuck you.
What? Oh, okay. 24.
I rolled 2 16s. That's a 20 initiative.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Boys,
Jesus.
fuck them up.
14.
Oh, never mind.
Nice. Now prepare for your nat 1 in combat, like happened
Yes.
to me on Friday.
I can't wait.
Oh, god damn it. Let me pull up something real quick. As you all start to gather together, Sieko turning. I'm trying to find... So, surprisingly, when you look up muscled up female elf warrior, D&D...
You do not get...
Horny!
I'm on Pinterest, man!
And?
You know, I think there's a really horny manga with a really similar name to that.
I hate all of you. I was looking for some, like, big demonic bad. Oh, here we go. Perfect. And you guys are fucking just terrible assholes.
I just spoke of that. There is a manga that's all about a buff elf chick.
Oh wow, this is all just men. Hey, that's Reinhardt.
No.
I'm on Google. I found Reinhardt.
I get to use this gif again. Yes.
God damn it, Chaston, we get it, you have a type. As you all start rushing up together, Equest being the first to react to the situation, turning, you see this creature turn and angrily screeching out. She is just ready to rip someone's head off as she roars out, the armor itself roaring with it. She is pissed. What would you like to do?
So first, I'm gonna say, shut up.
Oh, okay.
Shut up!
Hurting my ears.
Very loud. Tight and close space. I'm gonna shoot her with an arrow.
Okay, let's see your arrow shot.
Shoot that arrow.
That's a 33.
That
on the
hits.
first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he does have plus 19 to hit with that bow you gave him.
Yeah, no.
It's a very helpful bow. It's
Man,
helping
I
me.
fucking wish.
You've got 5 fucking meteors as a giant fuck you battering ram. Shut the fuck up.
You have a weapon right
Yeah,
there.
that isn't a war with one-on-one combat.
You just wiped a castle of my entire 4 encounters. Fuck you, alright? I don't want to fucking hear you talk shit.
I actually wanted those. I wanted those.
Now they're gone.
And now they're splattered on Daka's fucking fuck you ship.
You know, in 4 encounter speedrun.
Yeah.
Right.
4 encounters any percent.
As you light off an arrow, it immediately plunges into the armor and stabs right into it. You watch as the armor kind of starts to bite onto it and pull it in.
Oh.
That's interesting. Let's go for another shot. It's a 17 to hit.
That
Or the 36.
That's
Well,
36 hits. No, I'm watching your dice roller. Fucking Christ.
I don't think you can't roll it, Caleb.
Another 20 damage.
Max damage again.
Damn.
I'm just
What?
trying to find this.
You watch as another arrow slams into the other shoulder. She kind of takes a step back a little bit as it hits, and again, you watch as the armor's mouth kind of moves over to it and starts to bite on it and pull it in. These are magic arrows, right, that you're using?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, making sure.
Well, I would appreciate it if you would stop. I kind of need those back.
She
I'm shooting
screams
again.
loudly at you.
They seem a bit angry.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm-
were those your plus 3 arrows you're using?
Yes.
Those don't calculate on your roll, so that was 23 and 23.
Got you. I'll add those in,
They
don't
don't,
worry.
they don't calculate for you. You have to do it manually.
Gotcha.
6 more damage.
I do appreciate that. Good. Keep an eye on that.
Well, since she's gonna scream at me, I'll just scream at her, and I'm gonna pick a random language. I'm screaming at her in deep speech, and I'm gonna fire again.
And she's gonna scream at you back in deep speech.
Oh, how fun.
21.
Wow. You almost rolled in that one. That does not hit.
I thought you were gonna say that hits, and I was gonna be like, oh,
Well,
oh no.
Well,
You watch as the arrow goes flying off the canyon side.
Seems screaming has messed you up.
So you take again, pull another arrow again, and still screaming at this person. You launch it, 30 hits.
How many attacks per action do you have?
Well, this is second action, I believe.
He hasn't moved.
So
It's
far,
yeah. And if I end up missing an attack, I can actually just re-roll the hit again.
Archers, man. Archers are fucking good. They just don't do a lot of DPS. Like high DPS.
16.
Well, because archers are built to pair poison with their attacks. That's kind of... You're supposed to coat all your...
You watch as again, the arrow lodges into it, the armor slowly bites away, and the arrow disappears.
Alright. That'll be the end of the turn.
Okay. She is up. Unfortunate for you all. And seeing that you're the first one to attack her, Glynis, she loudly screams in deep speech for your death and charges forward towards you. She is immediately...
I do that too.
Fair. She gets right up into Equest's face, and then you watch as she grabs herself, Equest, and then she disappears.
Oh.
I can do that too.
And she ends her turn. As she finishes out her movement. Tikdrik, you are up.
Wait, can I see them?
Yeah, so as you come into the castle walls, you are at the entrance. You can see the creature as you kind of like crane your neck over the cut down or like buzz cut castle itself. You can see over the walls just enough to see her. And well, a moment ago see her. Oh wait, do you have true sight?
True sight.
Yeah, so you do.
I also
see her,
do.
Currently standing behind Equest, not doing anything, just staring down at Equest from behind.
Cool. How far away are they?
55 feet.
Okay. Can I stealth
Roll for
to get
stealth.
behind them?
Roll for stealth.
You know...
No, you are not, Equest.
It's only a 30.
Only a 30. You start running up, and you notice as soon as you come down the hallway to get behind her, she turns and sees you immediately.
Damn, that's tough. Some nice passive perception you got there.
Yeah. I made sure to be prepared for this one. To get a good with a character.
Hunter made a joke that the boss would be an anti-rogue boss.
True.
It's not. It's not an anti-rogue. I will say this is not. This character is built on an actual other character that you guys not in this campaign haven't met.
I'm saying perception-wise.
Oh, yeah. This is an actual character that's been referenced in campaign prior. So
now, is their armor magical?
You look at it. Well, I'm gonna give it to you with your smithing background. Yeah, you can tell it's magical.
I pull out the sponge.
Oh no. Okay.
Give her a sponge bath, Grumpy!
I am.
She is going to use her legendary reaction and burn that to fly the fuck away. Rather, not fly, teleport rather, sorry. And she teleports, I think it's 30 feet is the max for this spell. Let me confirm. Sorry, I don't have a pop-up of it. One moment. This was not how I expected today to go.
Your armor does weird shit. Come back.
Right? I've noticed you guys like to collect unique shit that you find interesting. It's not a lord item if that'll deter you. I
also didn't expect to Tokyo drift your castle, but here we are.
I want your
You should have played Dare. You should have. That would also been a funny song.
She suddenly appears she disappears from your sight, Tikdrik. As you look about, you don't see her anywhere.
Oh, cool. I have a lot of movement speed, though, so I will do a quick circle. Do I spot them now?
You start running around the castle. As you come back around to see where Sieko is standing in a room, currently killing some poor peasant lady that has been blocked in as there's other bodies around it. You see that the creature from earlier is now standing behind her after using about half your movement speed.
Half my movement speed? Plus the 55. I still have movement speed for this one action. I think. Yes. A small amount. I will go up to them and use the sponge again.
Alright, you come up behind them and use the sponge. The armor is going to resist you, but go ahead and give me I'll just make again another smithing check to save myself life.
Smithing check.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I don't think I ever gave you a check.
Yeah, you never did before.
Yeah, so I'll just
that is
call
a 25.
One moment. Let me grab my dice.
So, you know what I just realized, Grumpy, that's great?
What?
Even when she's able, everyone can see her except for Doc, so we all either have blind sight, true sight,
Doc over here like they're in the walls, bro. And like,
They're in
no,
the
no,
walls.
she's above us right now.
We're gonna get him like a blind sight item or something.
No, he just has a giant meteor that he can just crash into it in hopes that he hits.
Well, you guys got to be out of the way.
That's
the only
would you roll,
problem.
Tick-Trick?
25.
Yeah, the armor manages to maintain its abilities.
Okay, so is that an action to do that?
Yeah.
I'll use another action to do it, because I was hasted.
God damn it! Alright, roll for it. Let's see.
23 that time.
I've rolled the same. I've maxed out again. Alright, we're good. I'm safe.
What the hell?
Stay away from this armor. I need this for something. Okay.
So that was the hasted action to move.
Yep.
2 actions to activate. I still have a bonus action.
Fuck off.
Was it a bonus action to activate it again, or is that a whole
it's
action?
It's an action, yeah.
Okay. Let's see what bonus action I got. Actually, no, that's untrue. I tried to stealth. No, that's my turn.
Okay. Alright, as you try once again, the armor seems to growl at you, even though the creature doesn't seem to notice you staring down now at Sieko. Daka, you are up, man, as you enter into this, into the building right behind Tick-Trick. You see about 20 feet to your right, you see that Tick-Trick is currently standing there, staring at this creature that's armor is growling at Tick-Trick, and you can kind of make out Sieko in front of all this, like, conga line of things, as well as a lot of blood and gore.
I would like to use magic awareness.
What does that do? Wait, hold up.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover.
Shit.
When you sense a spell, you also learn which school of magic it belongs to. So, that lady's wearing a magical item.
She's wearing a lot of magical items. I don't have a... Do you need a list?
I don't need a list. I mean, it's just, I don't really... Unless it's going to be important, but I just know where she is now.
She's got a souped-up living armor that you don't know the name of. That she's got an item, or another magical item that is actually is partially a magical creature that flares off. Her longsword is magic. Her flail is magic. Her hands are magic. Her staff that she has on her back is magic. Her boots are magic. The band on her head is magic. I can keep going. Do you want, like...
Yeah,
lots of
I'm
magic
good.
here. Yeah.
He's just so you can see them if they're invisible, pretty much.
Oh well, yes,
Yeah.
you can fully see her. She glows for if you're aware of magic.
Yeah. I since I have no other way of seeing her, this is the way I gotta see.
You now see this horrid outline of a creature standing in front of Tick-Trick and behind Sieko.
I will now rage for my bonus action, and that means I get to roll on the table.
You're gonna rage with a cannon. Okay. Oh no. All right. So we're gonna do a D100, and then you get to pick on that table what you want off of it.
Well, he has to roll. He rolls 2 D100s.
And then choose
which one?
between.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So I need 3 D100s then, rather.
Yes. All right. So first one is a 97, which rolled twice on this table.
So just re-roll it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 12.
Okay. So you get
So
12.
it's a spell.
Yeah. So you get 2 D100s, and you'll get to pick between the effects.
All right.
Let's see what you've got.
Let's see what I get. Big money. 63 and 70.
63. Besides the normal spell, another spell accompanies it. Roll on the table of A3. The target doesn't change if this would result in a spell with no effect. Example, scare in open space, and then re-roll on table A. The other one is spell takes effect, but the caster retains the spell or spell slot, and the components aren't consumed. You don't know what that'll imply, so you get to pick.
Let's do spell takes effect, but the caster retains the spell or spell slot components aren't consumed.
Okay, as you start to get like really angry, you realize you get a I believe you get to keep your rage slot.
Yep, that's what I was hoping for.
Yep. As you start to get angrier and angrier with this cannon in hand, Tick right in front of your target, what are you doing?
Well, so since I used the action to actually get magical awareness, that's my action for the turn. And so I'm raged. So I can see her and I'm very angry, but that's all I can do right now.
You stare at them angrily.
Just staring daggers, gripping the gun.
Tick, you suddenly get a sense of impending doom coming from down the hallway.
I turned to look.
You see a very angry Daka with a big cannon aimed right at you.
Wait, no, hey, they're here. Don't not shoot me. They're here.
As he tries to grapple with this,
Totally fire!
Sieko, you are up. What would you like to do?
Okay. How far away are my allies? Now she's right behind me.
She's within 5 feet of you. Tick is within 10 feet of you. Daka is 40, or is, 10, 20, yeah, so 20, 30 feet from you. Equest is 15 feet from you. And Bastion would be 25 feet.
Okay, am I flanking with Tick?
Yes, technically.
It's time for the barrage of swings.
She does not give advantage, by the way. She has a special thing that avoids that, so you cannot get advantage on attacking her.
Okay.
So you're rolling normal this time.
26.
That hits.
All right.
Oh, no.
Start with the swing. Let's see. 14 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Let me get this roll. 45 force.
Okay. Oh, no.
And then another 48 plus 18 force. That's
Okay.
61.
Alright. As you slam into it, you watch as your club slams in full into the armor, and you hear the gasp from the creature as the invisibility is dropped, now allowing Daka to finally see her clearly once again.
And 1d8 radiant, because every swing gets it. 7 radiant.
You do not have to roll the radiant damage.
Oh, good to know now.
As you slam into her, let's see. Okay, nope, does not happen yet. Okay, all right, go ahead.
That's swing 1 of 4.
All right, let's see what you got.
Does the armor eat the blows?
22 to hit, just hits.
Okay, round 2. That's another max bludgeoning, but it's a d4. So, I mean, it's not that impressive. Here's once again. 36. It's a poor roll.
Okay.
And then 48.
All right. As you slam into her once again. All right. You watch as you activate the armor's reaction from this. As the more damage the person wears this, the more chance she has damage to dish out as a reaction. So this will be 300 and... Wait, give me a minute. This is going to get dished out evenly to all those around. Don't worry, you will get a dex save for it. I just want to make sure I got the math down here.
Oh, this reminds me of the Orc Queen.
You know, I did tell you this would be very similar to the Orc Queen fight before we got here.
Okay, so as you, I need a dex save from Tick and Sieko, because you two are the only ones within the radius.
Thanks for the bonus, Chieko.
Yeah, it's not helping me.
32.
You fucking save, yeah, easily. 13, Sieko, I'm sorry to say, you take the full... this is just a raw damage, 262 damage. As the armor spits out and splashes you with this strange magical mucus that just starts to erode into your body, causing you fatigue and just pain. However, you also notice that at the same time as this happens, She also starts to scream out in pain slightly as more of this ooze starts to the armor starts to envelop her more and more.
Mm.
Man,
Not a healthy thing.
I would be left with 4 HP after that.
I'd be dead.
Sieko's only at half HP right now.
Sieko took a little less than a third of his health due to resistances. Because I resist all a couple times over.
There you go. Alright. Go ahead, Sieko, you got 2 more attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to keep swinging. I mean, it's up to you.
I want to keep swinging. 28.
That hits.
13 bludgeoning.
Okay. I say this does trigger again if you do it again.
Yep. 54 force.
Uh-huh.
Didn't you say it was as a reaction? Does she have more than one reaction?
Oh, no, you're right. Yes, it is a reaction, so never mind. You're good.
Yeah, so 54 force, followed by another 33 force.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Sieko's angry. And then last roll's 30.
That hits?
Yeah. Minimum bludgeoning. There you go.
Yeah.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, that hurts.
47 force.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot.
Followed by 33 force.
Okay. Yeah, as you slam into her once again, back and forth, taking the damage of this ooze with stride, slamming and even more angry at this creature. Both hits connect, and more. You see as she starts spinning up this black gunk, angrily screaming out in pain. All right. Does that end your turn?
And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to cast a spell that I've had and never used. I cast Masochism.
Oh. Uh-oh. Remind me.
I have that one too.
Yeah, remind me about that.
It's only if I take damage, DM. Don't worry.
Alright.
For every 10 damage you deal to me until my next turn, I get a +1 to attack rolls made on the following turn.
Got it.
Hit me.
Okay. Well, since I forgot to do this at the beginning or at the end of Daka's initiative, I'm going to use her lair action because this is about to be really badly. And she gets.
Now, is it a lair if the castle's like half outside the city and half in the city?
The city is her lair, just as a
Okay.
Well, I want to point out her castle's gone.
And she you watch as she seems to suddenly start to glow as the armor expands further onto her body, screaming out. But you notice that the wounds that you inflicted moments ago, Sieko, are starting. You hear the bones like re-cracking into place and such, and she looks to be fine again.
Oh, that's not fair! You can't do that!
Doga shouts angrily from the hallway.
As a free action, I want to lean into her face and just say, "That's not gonna save you."
Oh. How much of the body is covered with this armor at this point?
So from what you can gather as you look on, is the entirety of the torso and both arms down to the wrists are completely covered, and the hands are starting to slowly get covered up.
Actually,
yes.
DM, because it doesn't do anything mechanically, does my shape-shifting count as an action or anything?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Never mind then.
Because of the fact that if you're trying to change back at the end of combat to hide your appearance, you'll take an action.
Okay.
That was my mentality. All right, Bastion. Now her lair action's up. You're up. What would you like to do?
So I am going to go ahead and approach them.
Okay. So you're 25 feet as you kind of go around the corner, skirting past the very angry Daka, aiming a cannon down the hallway at Tiktrick, who looks to be kind of panicking.
Wait.
I just, as I come past Daka, give him like a trolling slap on the back of the neck.
All right.
Just to fuck with him and make him rage a little bit harder.
Daka seems to get a little bit more snarly at that. All right.
But yeah, I'm gonna go up to them.
Yeah.
And for the people that don't have true sight, what they would see is basically would take my string and start playing the violin. But those with true sight would see me swing the whip.
as the music
That is a
begins.
26.
26 hits.
Okay. 15 slashing.
Okay.
That's magical, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to swing the other one.
Okay.
A 20?
20 does not hit.
No, okay. And then two-handed fighting, or two-weapon fighting. I'm going to swing the other one again. Or snap the other one at him.
Okay.
And I am at the 10-foot reach. I'm standing a little ways back.
Okay.
25.
25 hits.
Oof. 12 slashing.
Okay.
Magical.
Yes, you slash into her. Alright. You watch as bits of blood go flying off, pieces of flesh kind of torn off the body of this creature's face. The armor is going to try and bite your whip. And it rolled a net 1, so I won't make you roll for that.
Does the armor have to roll to confirm?
The armor, if it decides to, if it crits someone? Oh,
No,
are you saying to crit? No,
if it's living armor, does
You
it
know
have
what?
to roll to confirm?
You
Yeah.
did say
It
that
did say try to bite.
That's fair. Yeah, it rolled a 13, so, we're good.
Damn.
I'll say, you had the same rule for Temenor's living armor if it had to roll for itself, although it never came up.
True. Yeah, as it tries to bite onto it, it slightly growls at you, but it seems to focus more in front of it at Sieko, as the creature seems to pay you no mind. Even with pieces of flesh being ripped off of its skin from the side.
And that is my turn.
Alright. As you kind of slash into the creature left and right, it seems to kind of slightly just, as you watch the bits kind of fly, the stones seem to glow a little bit. The rest of you hear this classical music that strangely seems to kind of coalesce and then kind of get drowned out by the very angry Daka music in the background of the Doom Eternal soundtrack.
Oh.
Daka is full on ready to go. But as you see, Bastion now looks like he's playing it, and you see some of the peasants that are still running through here at the end of the initiative, using their full movement, are going to run past all of you into the out of the castle and dash for as far as they can go. And then finally, the kid you are going to see dart off past all of you. From one of the corner rooms and out the exit. He is gone. How tall is she?
Does he have mobile?
You don't know. Are you asking if you get an opportunity attack as he passes you, Daka?
Yeah.
You don't see him, Daka.
Okay.
He has his magical awareness stuff. Does it have any magical
Oh,
weapons
that's true. Daka, you do sense him next to you. But as you try to go a turn and attack him, he's not there anymore. And
Okay.
as in, yes, he has mobile.
All right, fair enough.
As the last moment, as you turn and look, you see a strange mark on him, Daka. You see Terra's mark on the kid's back.
All right, he chilled. We bud.
You gave the kid that got away from me with a freaking blessing or some shit.
Good thing he got away.
It's like the kid.
Right through the Terra.
Yeah, it's like the kid who fucking survives the alien, or an alien attack in the fucking alien movie, a xenomorph attack. Of course you're gonna fucking hire him to be a Marine. He's got the best experience out of anybody. He survived. He ain't gonna. I don't care if he's 5 years old. He's gonna tell those old men what to do.
And Chester was asking about the lady's height, not the child.
Oh, how tall is she? She is. Let me see. Let me check her thing. She's counted as large.
Large caps at 10 feet.
Yeah, let me see. 9'4".
Oh, slightly shorter than me. Okay.
Alright. As we're back up to the top of the initiative, Equest, you are back.
Okay. Is there any area in this room of a wreck that is dark, like shadows or darkness?
Well, no, the sun is right. It's about midday, and now due to the fact that you tore the entirety of the roof off, there is nowhere to shadow or shade or hide really, unless you're hiding in objects and such. Getting down this long hallway, about 15 feet from the room down at the other end, where you see Ticktrick, Bastion, Sieko, and the creature all kind of partying in this room.
You're partying right now.
Daka getting ready to blow it off, but you can't see him, of course, currently. You don't see anything as you look about.
Okay. I still have a clean shot on the target.
No, it's standing now with Tick-Trick in front of it. You have a chance of hitting Tick-Trick if you miss.
They do have sharpshooter.
Oh, you do have sharpshooter. Never mind. Yeah, you can shoot through half cover. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on her.
Okay.
Bonus action. And time for my attacks. First shot is gonna be that's a 7. So 26.
Fuck you. Okay. Yeah, that hits. 26 on a 7.
I'm sorry, you turn into a robot.
Oh, yes, that hits.
You hit.
Okay.
You're good, Bo.
That's gonna be 15 damage.
Okay. As the arrow pings in, you watch as it slowly gets eaten away.
Plus 5.
Well, the mark as you look on Tick-Trick, you see the little E on the back of this creature. The creature's neck kind of burns slightly as he manages to shoot it right over your shoulder.
Nice.
Going for another shot. It's 28.
28 hits. You can't miss. I think you have
No,
to
he
roll
did
a
miss.
2. You do have to
Yeah,
roll a 2
he
to
did miss. He misrolled it. He rolled a 2 at one
Or a
point.
nat 1.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. As you slash into it with 14 points of damage. Roll your Hunter's Mark damage, or is it just on the first one?
It's on everyone.
It's on everyone.
Yeah. I'm trying to, but button is not liking me right now.
There you go.
Killed dead. That's all.
Max Hunter's Mark damage.
Okay. As you watch the E once again kind of light up slightly.
I'm not gonna move, so I'm gonna go for another attack.
All right, let's see what you got.
It's a 22 to hit.
That hits, just barely.
At 3.
19.
It's 19 plus 3 because it's a plus 3 arrow.
Yep. Another one to the sacrifice.
3 damage.
As you watch the burning of the Hunter's Mark once again as you shoot another arrow into the creature.
And last attack is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Also, he does need a nat 1, because arrows also give you a +3 to hit for +3 arrows.
17, okay. And for your last Hunter's Mark damage.
Okay, I'm gonna clear this. That'll help.
There you go.
3 damage.
All right, as you watch as all these 4 arrows go slamming into the creature, it seems to the mouth seems to move and bite onto them as you watch as they penetrate into the skin. Tick-Trick, being this close, you can see those arrows are hitting and doing a lot of damage from what you can tell. But as the mouth seems to move closer to it, it bites down onto the arrows and seems to break them out.
Yeah, I was trying to fucking get rid of it. They kept resisting me.
Equest, you see as your arrows keep going in and then getting eaten away, you're using arrows left and right, but it seems to be working. All right, does that end your turn?
Let's see if I have anything else. Because I already used my bonus action and action and non-movement action.
Mm-hmm.
That's everything.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. As you end your turn, getting her reactions back. She is immediately going to start swinging on poor Sieko with her longsword. Oh, no. Oh, fuck.
Natural 1.
Time to confirm.
Sounds like it.
Time to confirm.
Unless she's crit immune. But the oh fuck doesn't sound like crit immune.
I don't think she is, and based on the continued silence,
I heard another roll in silence again.
I think the 1 was rolled.
Don't
You watch as the armor ignites into a bright blue fire around her.
Damn.
And she now naked, now realizing this is this is a woman now, as the entirety of the rest of her armor breaks away, now giving her an AC of 8.
Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted now.
Her full naked body now stares at you angrily as she looks on, and she is still going to swing yet again.
I look confused at my gun. Was it delayed?
That's a 42 to hit Sieko?
Yeah.
Okay. I have to ask because you fuckers have really high AC most of the time.
I
It's
don't.
on the 40s.
No, DM. None of us have above a 30 AC.
That's true. You watch as the longsword, the blue flame seems to start to concentrate into it. You take 84 magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Plus another 66 fire damage, and then lastly, well,
Hey, look, you got some HP back.
you're immune to poison, so it doesn't matter for this. But 69 poison damage.
Hey, DM.
Nice.
You want to know the best part, DM?
What?
I healed more than I took because of the fire absorption and all my resistances. My wounds close more than they open when she hits me.
As you mention this, and as she looks on, she is going to realize that
Oh, you want to hit me instead?
she can't. She's not doing damage to you. Is going to then go ahead and pull out her contract and burn it.
You could make it easy and kneel.
Okay. You watch as she burns her contract, and the armor suddenly reappears onto her body as she screeches out in further pain, but now seems to grow a full foot in size.
Dang,
Oh,
they're
She's
taller than
her
us now.
anymore.
She's about the same height as me now.
And that will end her turn.
Is
That
it
was
even her
confusing.
anymore, though?
Good question. Oh wait, no, she didn't move. So she is going to go ahead and.
That wasn't burning the thing in
No.
action?
No.
No.
She is going to cast onto herself Blade Barrier to move you bastards away from her.
What does that do?
So you create a vertical wall of whirling razor sharp blades made of energy. The wall appears within the range and lasts for the duration. You can make a straight wall up to 100 feet long, 20 foot, and 5 foot thick, or ringed walls up to 60 feet. She is going to put a very concentrated wall right around her 5 foot square, which means I need a dex save from both Dictric and Sieko.
Got you.
Although I don't think
It's
either of you can.
35.
Fuck you.
It was after 20, so.
Ouch. She has a high DC, and you still. Sieko doesn't have to care. Alright.
I don't have to care at all.
That'll be 6d10 worth of damage towards Sieko. It's all magical slashing, which is why. This is going.
Yeah, DM, because of that spell I cast, I'm letting things hit me.
It's fair.
Who's
That is 21 points of magical slashing damage to Sieko, half that to Tictric.
Is it 10 then?
Yes.
10.
Yeah, that's correct. And the barrier now lasts for 10 rounds as she seems to start to kind of laugh at you all, and you hear this demonic laugh coming from her.
You think it's going to last 10 rounds?
Tictric, you are up.
Gun time. There's a new spell my way.
Fuck you. I'll make it.
I'm going to get rid of that first.
I'm gonna make a smithing check of a counter spell, be a D10 plus a spell rank. Since it's a 6th level spell, you have to get the DC is 16. So smithing
Okay,
check for it.
that is a 21.
Yeah. You watch as the immediately the wall that she's laughing at seems to dissipate around her, and she looks very confused down at you, Sieko, or up.
That was annoying.
I'll say down. It's a straightforward stare now.
That's true. As the two of
Okay.
you continue standing face to face in this a car or phone booth boxing match.
Absorbing the armor, it seems that it absorbs attacks that hit it. Can I do a called shot to a part that's not covered by the armor?
As you look about, yeah, you see the legs are the only things at this point, and her neck and head. I will mention, you still do see Daka is readying to ignite his cannon.
Oh, I'll get out of the way. Don't worry.
You know, I'm reading a little bit more into belief in yourself, and it made me realize I could just do spells.
Yeah.
Nah.
I have a gun now.
Man reads his character sheet for the first time at level 4.
Dude, he's got a lot
Listen,
of
I
abilities.
tried to just do random spells in the past, and it hasn't worked, but now I'm really gonna do it now.
Okay.
I have belief in
So,
myself.
are you using my natural weapons? The call shots are a disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thankfully, I will cancel that with an advantage for my ring that gives me advantage for unarmed strikes.
I was gonna say it doesn't matter because you can't get advantage or disadvantage against her technically.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
16.
That for your claws does not hit. Oh yeah, it does because Oh no, because her AC's back up. Never. Yeah, it doesn't.
She brought armor.
Yep, she's better. Brought armor back. 25.
25 hits.
Cool.
Oh, no.
Do you take acid damage?
She does not.
Fuck. Okay, never mind.
She doesn't take poison damage either.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
All
right. As you slash at her, watching as you're.
I do fucking
nothing.
38 acid damage. That does nothing.
You watch the acid kind of like slowly burn onto her, and it slightly like smokes onto it, and you watch as it slowly fades away as the armor starts to laugh at you.
Fuck you. Gun time again.
I think the armor is going to be killed before she is.
Yeah, it is now because I'm pissed at it.
It's laughing at you. It's calling you names in Abyssal.
No.
What names is it calling him?
Oh, it's calling him weak, puny, a bug on society's backside.
I wonder if this armor would appreciate a nice warm muffin.
It's saying his mother is the size of a quarter, and that his father had beautiful wings, making everyone think he was a female.
Okay then. I'm gonna. Since that didn't work, I'll try and get rid of the armor because it's insulting me right now.
Do you understand Abyssal?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
You insulted me.
I love that the armor. I was like, I didn't think you actually understood the language. So I was like, all right, cool, yeah.
Don't worry, Doc is clueless.
You're over here just watching like the smoke come off the armor's tongue.
Okay, so I'll use the gun.
Okay. On the armor again.
Yes.
Oh, it's gonna resist you.
22.
Go away, you're getting close. Fuck you, it didn't succeed. No?
Oh,
We were 1
haven't
point
moved.
difference this time.
I haven't moved. I'm gonna do it again.
No, fuck off. Leave my armor alone. I need this for the cool thing to smack Siako.
23.
I rolled badly.
Uh-oh.
Shit. You watch as the armor starts to kind of succeed, and it goes halfway up to her like mid chest, now exposing her the like bottom of the breast and like her entire ribs and abs. You watch as the gun fills up and can't take anymore.
Fuck. Shit.
You already had too many charges in there.
It's fine. I bonus action dash and present the lady that has less armor now to Daka, who is about to shoot them, I think.
Daka, you just see this like half naked demonic back on there. Now like little spikes starting to grow. It's starting to get scaly. You're starting to wonder what's going on here.
So yeah, I'll back up like 70 feet.
Okay, you back up behind Equest, seeing them and kind of like taking slight cover even further behind. Still using Equest's like body shape to try and...
Their armor hurts.
Alright. That ends Dixter's turn. Daka, you're angry.
Okay.
Your music's playing. You're ready to go. What are you doing?
So, I will be firing this gun, but I would like to really just this electric feeling of hatred within me. I really want this to be like a giant electric ball of energy to just fire out and hit this thing, this being, this creature that has garnered my hatred for no apparent reason than just being my enemy.
Daka, give me
I would like to believe in myself.
Give me an Arcana check to see how much you understand of how lightning works.
15.
Pretty good.
Daka suddenly shoots out a massive chain lightning that hits everyone within 30 feet, which means I need everyone except for Daka and Tick-Trick to give me a dex save.
You said within 30?
Yes.
You said the lady was 40 feet away from her earlier. Because I asked earlier, you said Doc was 40 from me.
No, I said 20 feet because he was 25 feet from the door with the door. Because I commented on that earlier, yeah.
And
14.
14.
And I'll go ahead and do my wild magic effect. Because also anytime I cast a spell
Yep.
with the belief in myself, I have to do a wild magic.
I'm gonna lucky that.
Okay.
Let's see, what table?
That's better.
Don't worry, we're gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm coming to you in a moment for the wild magic as well cooked. I want to get. We're gonna get the lightning damage and then follow that up to see how much worse it gets.
Don't worry. I was just going to see what table we're going off of first, and it is the spell table.
Oh, good.
More spells.
All right. So Quest, you got a 15. Sieko got a 15, and Bastion got a 14. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, his wild magic might be modified this spell.
Yup. All
Yeah,
right.
it's very possibility that I could roll a twin spell from this.
Yeah.
Saying, if Daka seriously hurts me, I'm punching him next.
We're best thing is you can kind of see him.
Yeah.
All right, Daka, go ahead and roll your 2d100s.
All right, let's
see what you
got. So 59 or 14. So 14 on this table is just a thematic effect, so don't exactly want that. So what is 59? Everyone within 5 feet of the line between the caster and the target will be hit with a copy of the spell, including the caster. So I guess I get hit again, but everyone within 5 feet of this line also gets hit again.
The good news is, Daka's spell DC, you all managed to save.
Within only 5 feet, so that's only the
Yeah.
true target, I believe.
It's gonna be her and Seko. And then Daka.
Yeah.
And she's going to make a dex save as well for it to see.
Make two,
that's
'cause
not her
a
dice.
double.
Ignore that. That's not. Because I'm using a different thing over here. Oh, that's even worse. Okay.
Is Chain Lightning a to hit or a save?
It's a save.
And yeah, she fails, so she'll be taking full damage. So that's 20d8 or 10d8 damage if you want to roll that, Cook.
Sure will.
And then another 10d8 for the second one, which will be the damage you take. So noting that everyone takes half damage from this.
So first off, I rolled 10d10. My apologies. That's not what I was supposed to roll.
10d8. don't kill Sieko. Like, that's not your good. If you do, she's going to murder all of you.
So the first 10d8 is 43 damage.
So halved is 21 for those who need that. And then for the second one, which is also going to hit you, Daka.
He's spell immune.
I'm also spell immune, so,
yeah, so you don't take any
49 damage.
Okay. So half that is...
24.
Thank you. As you do, her armor is going to get its reaction.
Oh, I did get rid of it fully. Shit.
And I'm sorry, Sieko. What was it last time? A dex save, I believe, is what I had it?
Yeah, it's a
it's
dex save.
dex save, yeah, because there it is. Yeah, dex save, Sieko. This is about to hurt Sieko.
You would think. 21.
Shit. So you're gonna take half.
Half and half, and I think another half after that.
Yeah.
Yep. I resist all twice.
That's 349 points of damage.
Halved
Halved
to
is
175. Sorry, no, 174.
Yeah, and then halved again is for your thing is 87 points of damage, just raw magic damage. However, unfortunately for her, she doesn't have that halving, so that's 349 points of damage to her, and you watch as she screams out, and the armor takes full back hold of her torso, covering her once again.
Thanks for the free spell slots, though.
All right. So that was one attack.
Sieko's gonna kill you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
If you...
I won't I won't believe in myself for this next one.
Okay. You sure? I'm down with it.
I don't want it to hit Sieko.
If you kill the enemy and Sieko, it's a win-win for you.
Not really.
This is totally the DM whispering evil
Is
ideas
it?
into your mind.
I've done nothing but be the shield for this party in every fucking encounter.
But think, Cook, you'd be winning in the DM's book.
I think that's
We'll see how I feel after this, because I haven't moved, so I have another attack action.
True.
Natural 20!
Oh my
Kill them.
god.
Kill them.
Go ahead and roll to confirm.
19, which...
Oh.
Almost. Double the dice or
Yes.
double the damage.
Well, you
actually,
see,
her
there's-
armor is going to take away the crit immune for that using... Oh, wait, no, it used its reaction. Never mind.
It did use its reaction.
There's also a fun thing called Brutal Critical. So instead of the... so on top of of course, the additional, 2 dice, I have 2 additional.
You're crit fishing, you motherfucker.
That's brutal critical. It's a barbarian's.
Also, I wouldn't call it fishing. He doesn't get that many attacks.
But that's what the build's for, is crit fishing. All right, yeah, no, okay.
No,
let's see what you
champions
got.
what's up for crypt fishing.
As you shoot your cannon and you don't manage to hit Sieko at all.
So I won't. I will be quadrupling the damage. Let's see.
All right.
Oh my lord! So what's 17 times 4?
Grumpy.
Take check.
60, 60.
Oh, you want me to answer that? My bad.
Oh, wait, what'd you get, Cheston?
68. It's 34.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, 68 pounds of damage. As you slam a cannonball into her, blowing a hole through her center, the armor shatters and burns up, screaming out. You watch as a hole goes through her, and she drops to the ground.
Hey!
She is dead.
Yeah!
Daka celebrates.
Is the armor still moving?
It is on the corpse. Now that there's a hole in the center of it and the back of it, it's still moving about.
I would like to reload my gun.
Yeah, you go eat the armor.
Do you have another orb or emerald? Or what was the center
It's filled. It's put into a container.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're okay. Do you have?
So it's basically reloading an empty container.
Do you have any containers on you?
Yeah.
Do you?
I've made these before. I thought that was apparent.
Do you have
That's
on
fire.
your inventory sheet?
In my inventory, no. I thought it came equipped with
okay.
the gun.
If you're
That's my
saying
fault.
that you would have made it, that's fine. I'll allow it.
Okay.
In the future,
Just-
make sure to add some potion bottles to your or some
Sure,
empty
okay.
bottles just to keep track of how many you have.
Okay.
Because I don't want to
yeah.
get it too overpowered.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna run forward and try and suck it up.
Yep.
It's gonna resist, even in its dying state, and even with its scaredness of Sieko and Daka.
Okay. I'll roll.
Well, I got a nat 20, so let's see if you can beat my modifier.
25.
You do not beat my modifier. It resists. It screeches at you.
Go it again.
All right, we're gonna go again. That's
14 that time. That was bad.
I rolled one less. I got you beat.
Hold on. Let's see if we can speed this up. Give me a second.
I'll give you one more try.
No, hold on. Might have stuff.
You one more try.
You said it's a smithing check, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my one a day thing to succeed a smithing check. Auto confirm.
You fucker. Go. Alright, you use, you will all watch as, like, the divine dark energies of a, like, really powerful skeleton starts to climb up Tiktrik's arms and body. The crab expands into a bright blue light around his body, even further, and he seems to, like, go into almost, well, you all can't tell because you don't know enough about Thrycreen anatomy to tell. He goes into a slight trance, and as he moves the gun with almost a fluid-like movement of his arm, less jerky this time, the armor screeches out as it's sucked into the thing. And you watch as the armor sucks halfway in and fills up the orb once again, with Tiktrik slowly just removing the thing, putting a new one on, and going at it and finishing it off. The mana inside the jar now, I will mention, is darker and yellow. It slightly screams when you uncork it, just to keep in mind. Tiktrik.
Slightly screams.
Yeah. No loud scream, just, it's there.
So fill it up twice over.
These items. Because I'm interested in that longsword that she had.
I want it known. I had a plus 25 to hit because of all the damage I took from Mastic.
Oh my god.
So fucking insane.
Jesus.
That's awesome.
That is...
I took over 100 damage before my turn came again.
She was one of your one of the best ones to fight for you.
Yeah, I was about to beat the ever-loving shit out of her on my turn.
I fully believe that's how that would have gone in the end. Unfortunately, I was watching the timeline, of it.
That we did it, guys. I think that was probably the leader.
I'm very roughly cutting the head off. I'm gonna pike this fucking head.
Okay. You start to kind of climb it off. The rage subsiding, you all come out of combat. Before you ask the quest, the kid's long gone.
Did he leave any tracks?
You didn't hunter's mark him, but I'll let you go and roll for a nature check to see if you can.
Listen, Equest. That guy's part of my goddess Azor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask you to back off of that.
We all saw he had a god mark. Do we really want to start a god war on top of the war we're already waging?
Only Daka saw that, I believe.
With my goddess. Come on. I'm gonna have to ask you to back off.
Did I see a nature roll?
Mhm.
I did.
You did?
18. As you start to look about, you follow the tracks out for a moment, and as you continue to look, you find they disappear into a massive crowd. There's just too many people that ran out of the city, so you don't get enough of a direction after you lose them after a few moments.
Let's see this loot pile from this lady.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking forward to this.
I want her sword. I really do.
I planned
It's
this
the new
to go in a
spelling
different
sword.
way. Spelling sword. What happened
Spelling
to your
sword 2.0.
Yeah, what about your spell? Oh, what about your spell sword, mate?
I never asked for a spelling sword.
You know, yeah. Well, listen.
Yeah, you asked for my sword that you never used.
That's true.
I mean, if you want it back, you can. I'll give it back to you.
You're taking this new sword, not using mine anyway. May as well.
Yeah. Here,
we
you
got,
can just let you know. I believe there is a +4 to bonus on it. So when you bring it back, just know that there's a +4 to hit on it.
Also,
Additionally.
I'll wait. I'll ask. I'll just PM that actually, because I want to make sure to confirm.
Okay. Look
Alright.
out. Is there anyone remaining?
As you
They all
start
gone.
looking about.
Actually, no, that didn't take very long. That was only like a minute.
Yeah, you start looking about. There's no one in the castle left that you can find. All right. So I will add the loot here. Give me one moment. Because I also have to add the other part. I didn't write this one down, so forgive me. I do have to look up some stuff for what I had on.
Yeah, of course, no problem. That was actually very fun.
Glad to hear. Let's see.
It did go well.
I believe it's. Let me pull up this thing.
The fact that I've been constantly listening to Mississippi Queen on loop really just added to it with the continuous guitar riffs.
I'm surprised you didn't switch to, Doom after the multiple measures of Doom.
No, I know, but still, the Mississippi Queen was just a vibe.
Yeah.
Let me find this because I gotta remember.
Daka, the Slayer.
He continues on going forward. Okay. There's that one. Let me pull up the rest of it.
So,
Yes.
I'm reading the whip. It says when activated, it glows a faint purple, which I have one that was activated.
Mm-hmm.
Any target that takes lethal damage, causing them to drop below 0, needs to make a save.
Yes.
It doesn't say buy the item itself.
Correct.
So then I need a intelligence check from the person that just died.
You're not gonna like that they're an intelligence caster.
Oh, I mean, I still just figured I'd try.
I rolled a 4, so 20.
20. It fails. It loses its soul to my item.
All right. All right. I'll send you a PM here in a minute. God damn it. That's funny as hell. Oh man. Okay. So let me pull up the name of the item. Here it is. This is. Am I spelling that right? Yeah. No, not at all. There we go. And I'll just do what page?
Fancy new sword.
Yes, page 61. Okay. So this was part of what she was using. The other part was living armor, but someone decided to suck that off.
I kind of killed it.
And then, since I assume you guys are going to spend the next hour looking for some sort of vault of the noblemen's, see if there are any goods.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I wasn't planning. You mentioned it.
Especially with my true sight.
Tremor sense, blind sight.
Yeah, no, I got you. Don't worry. Nice to see your thing, Equus. I'm gonna PM you once I finish this. What was his family name now? I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I can look it up in a minute.
Then you know Van Zoran's family.
Yeah, I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Would it be on his character sheet? Because I can go check.
No, it's in the fucking. It'd be in the high elf lore, I think, in the founding somewhere. The House of the Van Zoran family. I put 2. There we go. And then what was the last? Oh yes. I listen. I apologize for this, but this is an actual lore thing.
Fair enough.
So,
It was a queen of capital.
There you go. No, that last item specifically.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Listen.
The Spidion's queen underwear?
Yes.
Location of the immortal tree.
The immortal tree?
Hold on. Daka, you know something. Because Tara's mentioned this before.
Yes!
The Spidian Queen's an old friend of hers.
Yes, I must have her underwear!
You must send it back to Tara.
You can have the underwear, I guess,
You
man.
need to send it back to Tara.
Also, Tara also has interacted with the immortal tree before, right?
Yes. Well, no, she has not directly. If I remember correctly, there's a different story to her.
Wait, are you talking about the one the Spidian Queen based
guards?
at?
Yeah.
Tara's been there before.
Yes, but I don't. You've never consumed of its like flesh or anything like that, like the fruit.
We never talked about it.
Yeah,
because I thought
you guys,
honestly,
well, no,
that's what I thought was the reason what made her
your
immortal.
immortality came from something else. That's why I'm saying you never did.
Yeah, her immortality, the old god, I believe it was the crystal. The crystal cursed her with immortality because she was a half-breed, and where half-breeds were unacceptable.
Gotcha.
Because she's from near the first age, where breeding with other races is a fucking disgrace.
But as you look about, kind of digging around, you go through the rubble and find at the deepest part of the castle. As you go down to the dungeon where there are a couple of dead creatures. You do see a dragonborn like corpse inside the dungeons. A tiefling in there, and finally a dwarf laying in there, who is somewhat still alive. As you notice, they look to be very weak. As you see this hill dwarf kind of laying in one of the separate cells, chained to the walls. But you lot, with the true sight between a lot of you, after a while, it's only a matter of time, and not needing to really deal with the peasantry, knowing there's no army that's going to stop you after this. You kind of going down, you find the vault, and not seeing the very simple magical runes managed to crack it pretty easily, given that the illusion spell was what mostly kept it from being found, being a major illusion that you all could see right through. And as you kind of crack it open, managing to just brute force the item with the expectation that no one would do so, you find these items kind of laying about in a bunch of piles of gold pillars and such that are solid gold themselves. Though I imagine not as interested in the gold.
Crimson Renunation, page 61?
Yes.
Is that the sword?
Oh, I didn't put the book title. My apologies, Cook.
DM, I will just shove, if no one's grabbing it, just into the vault. The gold's gonna join them.
Okay. I mean, I don't care. But
you can have all the gold. That's fine.
I'll add the gold worth of...
I seem to do the party buying anyway, so...
Because I know you also said she had a magic headband, gloves, boots.
That's true.
Yeah, she did. But as the armor fades away, you notice they're gone.
Oh, okay. Only the sword. That's great. That still works.
Yeah. As you guys do dig around a bit, though, I mean, you can go try and find to see if there's any magical items left on the what was the ruinous piles of blood and or on your big meteor shield.
Hey, we can do my inspection later.
Yeah, if anything survived that, it's probably, not that bad.
Alright. Roll me a D100 request.
Eat the body? I assume you did.
Actually, 2 D100s because of what you mentioned. So, yeah, as you are all kind of down there investigating, you don't see a quest anywhere to be seen while you're all down at the vault.
Eating bodies again.
Okay.
Well, that was successful, I would say.
One monarch down.
Next is to the High Elves, yes?
It's the next nearest.
One
Which is going to be the complete opposite, because they're known for casting and not physical combat.
I said this mentally, and I will tell everyone, maybe we should keep to mental in case we're being scryed on, so that way they don't really know. They don't know where we're going next.
They're going to try to eat us. The quest is going to try and eat them. This is going to be an
That's true. Let's have an eat-off.
Who can eat faster? Also, can they bite through the thick carapace that most of us have?
True.
Maybe. We really
yeah.
developed into that regard.
As you all take a minute to start to think about what you want to do next, while the DM takes a quick restroom break.
No problem.
Yo, this sword's kind of cool.
Is it pretty cool? What does
Does
it do?
anybody have an open attunement slot, by the way?
Let me see.
What's for what item?
Well, we have this scry shielding ring.
But that only protects one person. So.
Well, no. When you're attuned, wearing, you're immune to magic that allows creatures to cast scrying on you. Any scrying spells currently cast, and any scrying spells cast on anyone within a 30-foot radius. So as long as we're 30 feet together, they can't scry on any of us.
Benefit, I can't be scryed on because Sieko's not my name. So no one knows my name, so I don't think they can scry on me.
I can I have a attunement slot I can use for that.
I'm working on trying to give myself more attunement slots with my soul research.
Yeah, I'm attuned to all 6 items, so I'd have to drop some.
It's called the Ring of Scry Shielding. I'll give it to you once he gets back. Trick.
Okay.
You can also use an action to make the ring invisible, so it's hidden.
Very cool. Mm-hmm.
So we're just off to the next kingdom, right? That's our plan.
We're just gonna go to High Elves because that's where Rylos is, and then after that, I think it's the Drow, right? Is that the other one?
Yeah, the Drow Island.
And then after that, I think it's to Silversong.
As you lot take a minute and come together, kind of figuring out what you want to do, you look up and you see that the city itself seems to, the skies themselves seem to have cleared quite nicely. The sun shining as you're coming out, and you see suddenly as a moment later with the true sight, a giant draconic figure coming flying down towards you, massive, red, and flaming.
Is it recognizable?
You do recognize her.
Is it Sieko's mommy?
She has returned.
What's up?
As she comes landing down into the ground, and fire kind of erupts around her feet, burning the wood floor slightly as she touches it. And she goes, "Oh, new effects, huh? Ooh, Bug Boy, come here." And she's like, "I've got wings for you."
No.
Please, listen. It'll be painless, I promise.
No.
Hey, I'll do it with some fire. I've got great worm fire now. It's gonna be fantastic.
No.
While she annoys him, I'm gonna stretch out my wings to show that I finally have wings.
She looks over
I'm also
at you.
going
He's
to
growing.
give Tick Trick that scry shielding ring.
Okay. She looks over at Sieko and smiles and goes, "Finally, my child has awoken. By the way, your father's out and about."
He did try to kill us.
He attacked me already.
Oh, good. You met him.
Tried to kill them. I stayed out of it.
She kind of walks over and leans on Daka, and as she looks over at the rest of you and goes, "You pissed off a lot of people in recent days."
Well, she says that I'm shoving the head on a +1 spear.
Which could you mean?
As you look at the head, you notice there's a big there's a nice circular incision in the top of at the back of it, and you can see that the brains have been sucked out.
Yeah, that checks out. I just need the face showed off, so that's fine.
I wonder who could have done that.
You do realize that now.
Its brains, its soul, and its head.
Dude.
I wonder if it's the creature that keeps asking us if it can eat our fingers.
You see in the distance Equests kind of licking their lips.
Yeah.
I mean, who could have guessed?
You don't have to give me your fingers.
I'll take fragments of your skin.
You're not eating any part.
You're not. No.
No thanks.
She pulls out suddenly
Something tells me you already got a hold of my fingers.
She kind of snaps her fingers at that, and you see a little wooden pipe appear, or that's suddenly turns to a strange reddish metal, and starts igniting as she blows it away. You smell this very strong dream lily scent off of it, and she goes, "After effect of the burning of being a great worm, certain things never sit right anymore. She looks about. Anyways, so I was fighting this big old demon, and I don't know what his name was. I don't recall. He kept saying he was some Duke of the Abyss. I don't know. He kept screaming it as I was smacking him around. And I met an interesting man. Have you all heard of this guy named Nick?
Vaguely.
Give me
think so.
give me a history check, Bastion.
Yeah, I don't remember.
20.
Nick was mentioned on the world news once.
20. Okay. Equest, did you want to also roll for it?
Yeah.
Does Logothus dine any information on me about this big character?
No,
Does he
not in
care?
the slightest. You can tell Log's kind of irritated right now in the background.
I know why.
As Beyond Gods can see the future slightly, so
He knows what's coming.
they were delicious.
I'm okay. I'm just gonna stay ignorant.
She just smiles and says, "No. You're kind of Are you like a dog?" She looks down at Equest, and no matter, as she taps her pipe and then puts some fresh liquid into it and starts burning it. She takes a quick puff and kind of breathes out, and you see this like smoke kind of circling around. At first, you're thinking it's kind of rude as she blows it right into Tictric's face, and it starts to circle around. But then, as you all kind of gather around, it starts to turn into a big, fluffy cloud of vision. As she smiles, and Bastion, as you start to think about it, you've heard Nick's name before. Vaguely, you heard one of the people in this town screaming that that Nick would be coming to save them. Daka, you've never heard of this man. Quest, as you mentioned this, she just kind of looks down at you, as I mentioned, and as the smoke kind of implodes around Tictric's face, giving a vision, this like cloudy vision. She takes a minute and starts to trickle her fingers through it. And you start to see this like spindly looking white dude with a little drake traveling around with another group that none of you recognize, except for like the one of them that looks slightly like the famous guy named Shogun in the distance, like fighting against like another distant mage. But as you all see Nick, it doesn't ring any bells for most of you besides Bastion getting a little bit, and she kind of like points to it and she goes, "So this guy," yeah, she like blows the smoke away from Tictric's face and lets it away. Tictric, the smell is god awful. As it hits you, and she just kind of gives a slight smile as she chuckles, and she goes,
I'm just staring.
"He was fighting this thing, and he had something I think you all would be interested in.
What?
How would you like to raise a kid?"
I think it's a little early for me to do that. I'm only 3 months old.
Apparently you have to wait till like around
I already have
16
DACA, so
or 18, and I'm not that old.
Do I?
I would be an excellent father.
Not during a war, you wouldn't, Daka.
What are you talking about?
I mean, do you see what happened around us?
Father-son bonding. That's what my pa did.
That's not how most races do it. Oh, whatever.
She goes, "Well, anyways, there is a child that may be of interest to you in the future. One of the famous wizard Zilpip's bloodline that is being coded around by this ranger, who told me he could kill any monster. He didn't catch on that I was a dragon. He kept saying how he could kill any dragon. I think he's kind of soft in the head, but his bow was pretty impressive, so I think you should take it seriously. However, at the same time, this is more of just my curiosity. I'd love to see you guys try and fight him. He's heading, She goes, "What was the name of that stupid town? Oh, it's got a bunch of high elves in it." Oh, she kind of points.
The high elf capital.
She goes, something like that, I think so. The big one on the map. She points off in the distance. You see a big
I assume capital is always
tower.
the biggest.
Yeah, most of the time that seems to be the case. Not always, but for most of the time. Some species, their big cities are underground, but their major port towns and such will be larger than their capitals because of race exclusion. But that's a lot rarer these days.
Well, if I'm correct, Mr. Chieko, that's where we're heading to next to fight the Rylos fellow.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
She nods and smiles at you lot and goes, "Good! Kill him, and I'll give you a reward if you give me the kid and you don't want him." I've always wanted to see what raising a child with magical powers would be like. I saw one running away from the town, but I don't think that one's going to live long enough to realize its potential as a cleric.
I think a lot of people ran away from the town.
Sieko's sitting here, still thinking about how she never gave him the first reward when she said he could ask what he wants.
You can see she kind of looks over at you and her eyes kind of glow, and she looks at you and goes, "Fine, what do you want? World peace?"
I had asked for something to make me more constitution heavy. That was about 6 months ago now.
And it takes time. Do you know how long it takes to gather sacrificial pawns? This isn't an easy ritual. What, do you want it half-baked? I can give you a half-baked bracelet, but, it won't do anything for you.
I just wanted confirmation that you were doing it, because you kind of went dark on me.
There's a big blood ritual going on in the Vidan lands right now. It's why it's been so quiet. I caught one of the world news groups there. Kind of may have got them caught in the ritual. But besides that, no, don't worry about it.
I mean, we can try to grab the kid. We're heading over there anyway.
She smiles at that, puts away the pipe as it disappears, and she kind of looks about and goes, he's not much value to you lot, but, like I said, if you want to raise him, although, look, she looks Doc up and down and goes, I don't think a wizard would do well with him. Sorcerer,
I'm excellent at casting spells.
I just nod towards fucking Isagora, just agreeing with her.
She nods back and she looks at each of you and goes, "By the way, like the new look. If you're ever interested, I hear the Tictrix people would be a nice little benchmark for you lot to try yourself against."
That's an excellent idea. By the way, ma'am, if you ever want to learn how to surf, I do surfing lessons.
Do you have a card?
Please have a card.
I have a small sheet of rock.
He's carved his name into it.
Yep, there you go.
Give me a charisma check, Daka.
Absolutely not. But I have lucky, so...
Burn them all. This has to go through.
I am gonna burn them all. That'll do. Dirty 20.
She looks on to you and just kind of pats you on the head and goes, "You're cute, but too weak for me." And she kind of walks off, and you see her wings start to spout out, and she flies away.
There's just some you can't catch, Daka.
Dragon lady harem go tougher every day.
I'm starting to forget about the quest of the Lord items. Just wants dragon women, powerful dragon women.
I've got the black dragon lady.
I will say, Sieko fully knows that at any time, if he wanted to. Did you just flirt with my mother in front of Sieko? Sieko looks at you suddenly.
It's adopted. It's okay, I think. I think people said that. Anyway.
Sieko, do you say this out loud, or is this out of character?
No, it's in character.
I look around. Did any cart survive this devastating?
Did what?
A cart survive for us to take?
Oh, there's tons. There's also a bunch of horses that are still at the end.
I'll say our specialized wagon is still outside of town.
Oh, that's true.
Nope.
Because we left it in the cave.
Well, we're still gonna pick that up.
The wog.
Oh yeah, he's back with the wog.
Hey, you're ship again.
I do, but Grumpy kept calling it a penis, so I don't know if I'm gonna let him in.
That's Grumpy, not Tic Tric.
All right, and in all fairness, I described it as a dick.
See, I pointed that out before session 2, and Hunter didn't say anything.
I called it a lithoid penis.
However, let it be known, DM, when I said I thought it sounded like anal beads, he said that was more acceptable.
I accepted the anal beads.
No, not when you put your tower on it. You've even pinched off the tip to make it really poignant. You can't
Point
tell
Not
me
for
it's not.
easy entry.
You can't tell me that's not for piercing damage.
There are anal beads. They exist.
But
Anyway.
sorry, Grumpy. As you all kind of watch as she flies away, turning into this great fiery storm after she gets a few feet above the city, and disappears. Sieko shouting, kind of angrily. Well, are you shouting this, Sieko, or are you just like angrily glaring at Daka?
your mom's hot.
I'm walking right up to Daka and leaning over next to him, saying this.
You did hear Daka say out loud that the days towards his dragon harem seem to forever, So, you did hear that.
Yeah, I'm just leaning right next to his ear, hand on his shoulder. You just flirt with my mother? As I just stare at him.
Well, I offered her surfing lessons. That wasn't intentionally flirtatious, but it was the first step.
Daka owning it. Oh shit.
Isn't that okay? I heard that when it's adopted, that's okay.
Don't dragons like that anyway?
Well, Sieko isn't a dragon.
I am a...
No, you're a
I
Tarask.
thought you were a Tarask.
I once again flat out my fucking giant dragon wings.
Looks at
Tarask
him.
with wings.
Tarasks don't have wings.
Yeah, I said Tarask with wings.
In
No,
all
I'm
fairness, none
I
of the
am
rest of the party would know that Tarasks don't have wings.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sieko,
Yeah,
go ahead.
no, I am part Tarask.
I am part bug.
I'm more dragon at this point than Tarask.
Oh, I see.
Would I also be part dragon?
Excuse me?
I ate a
Makes
storm dragon.
I don't think that counts.
I don't think that works.
I don't think if you eat something, you become
No.
part of
I've
it.
I've eaten a
Sorry.
giant monster pumpkin before. I'm not saying I'm part
I like how
Same.
we're all like arguing, and then Equest just says some stupid shit, and then we're like, "No, Equest can't stop that." No.
They're the newbie, you know?
I think that's, or I noticed that I turned blue.
You turn blue.
Well, that
He
just
has-
means you just got a little bit
One
more.
time,
that's all.
I'll have to tell you the story about when I ate something and it helped lead
You're
to my
blue.
downfall.
You're related to Shogun the Blue, I understand now.
Ah, yes. I heard he's blue.
Yeah, maybe
Is
I should
blue.
start
You know, they
painting my
said-
gun rounds blue for increased luck.
They say when a goblin naturally turns blue, they're depressed.
Oh, I don't feel sad.
Oh, yeah, you're depressed. We'll get you help.
I mean,
Lack of
if
emotions,
you're related to
classic
Shogun,
Shine.
would you like his crown?
Out of game, do not curse the poor goblin child.
I would have mentally mentioned to Seiko, do you mind uncursing him if he goes through with it?
God damn it. You guys do what you want. I'm planting the fucking spear, and I'm hanging what's gonna be a new calling card, a fucking locket of mustache on it.
Oh my god.
Can I also leave my banner?
Yeah. You gonna just like burn it into the ground, or are you just gonna leave a banner here?
Can I burn it into the side of the like half destroyed tower?
Yeah, I'll say, given enough time, you can find some stuff to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I will do that then.
I assume Logothus has a crest, right?
Yes.
I'll carve that into somewhere. I don't
You'd
know.
have to ask him, as he has not told me off the top of my head, because it's changed.
I
didn't like the God Butcher.
Okay,
Isn't
I
there-
carved it in somewhere.
I was saying,
Whatever it
there's
is.
a mark on on one of his pieces of gear, right?
Yeah, but no.
He could just do that mark.
Well, I like looting castles as much as the next orc, but there's a town below the cliffside that still needs a little bit of work, don't you think?
Yep.
I'm gonna nod, and then I'm gonna sprint and jump off the cliff face down towards the town.
And I'm
Same.
gonna surf my way down.
God damn it. As you all... Wait, what are you gonna do in the town? Hold up, what? I was reading back.
He's surfing the town.
I got that. Okay, yeah. Alright, as you all start gathering your stuff and getting together, Daka recollecting his lithoid great wog, And you all start to head out of town. Are you guys gonna be collecting the wagon and then going that way, letting Doc get a head start?
Oh, has the whole town been evacuated?
The town's gone. Yeah, as you look about, you don't
damn.
see anybody running about anymore.
Oh, then do you mind if we burn it down to the ground?
We'll leave the tower stuff.
Well, that's the way up on the cliff face. It won't burn if we just burn it.
Also
I think
made
my
of
gun
stone.
can be used. I think everything's made of stone.
No, the castle itself is made of stone.
Well, I mean, what about the town beneath?
Mostly made of wood.
Great.
Yeah.
Burnable.
We're gonna start some fires.
I think my gun could be used as a flamethrower.
Oh,
Can
I
you
was
imagine
just
it?
walking by with the fucking fiery lifesteal and start swinging at random walls.
Alright.
See, do I got anything to help burn?
You all burn your marks into or Bastion and Tiktrick, burning their marks into the walls. Okay. Tiktrick or Sieko and the whole party's getting in on the burning. There's no one.
Sure, why not?
There's no looting. It's just we're gonna burn the buildings down.
I doubt there's anything worth looting that we actually need in the town lower. I mean, like any adventure worth their salt would have taken their decent gear when they left.
All right.
Yeah, I would assume all the shops packed up all their useful stuff.
Okay.
Before they
Yeah, and
went to.
most mage item shops just teleport out. It's happened like the past 4 towns we've seen get destroyed.
Yeah, you start heading in, and you guys start. Those who don't have fire magic start grabbing torches and start igniting the hay roofs and start to watch slowly as things start burning, and it gets hotter and hotter. Are you gonna blow down the walls, or are you gonna just leave the walls up and just burn down the inner city or village?
Leave the walls, I guess.
I'd like to get above where the gate is, and I want to crush it in with my weight.
No, just the gate part.
Okay.
Yeah, the gate specifically.
As you climb up one of the gate towers, you go up to it and start to slowly jump up and down and slowly letting your weight increase piece by piece until it finally crumbles down underneath you. You come to the metal bit and it doesn't bend at first, and as your weight starts to increase, it starts to fold itself in half as time goes on.
Yeah, I just want the city to be, if they want to come back here, they'll do as much work as possible to fix it.
I think you should shove your hand into the side of the wall and start running across the wall.
I mean, I can. I
Well,
don't...
I will say, if you want to roll to see what's the most expensive part about building a town, I mean, I'm willing to give you a list if you roll well enough.
Is that an intelligence?
Is that history?
I'd say it's an intelligence check in general. Because I think it'd be history if you're thinking for this castle, but if you're just wanting a general castle, intelligence.
14.
14, okay, and Sieka?
18.
Okay. 14, Daka, you know historically that castle keeps are the most expensive, followed by walls, and then typically the villages are a leftover piece. Sieko, specifically, as you start to think about it, the castle isn't always built. The village is typically the first part built, and the churches typically have the most ornate items and materials in them, besides typically like a merchant's guild and the castle itself. The walls, while expensive, the average mage could probably put them up. And so if you have a mage at your court, it's almost free. But if you don't have access to it, then it's expensive.
I want to shatter any church that is like of a god that I know has already fallen. So not a Beyond God and not Terra.
Okay.
general.
You start heading into some of the more older churches that have been abandoned and just start just destroying everything, breaking down, pews made of finer woods, bending the gold, like ornate designs for the candle holders, destroying the books and the glass where most of the money comes from. Some of the bricks being imported from foreign lands, and some of the artifacts not of any magical value, but just straight of value to the god before they had fallen. And you start going through. Does the rest of the party follow Sieko, or are you guys going to let Sieko go off and do their thing?
He'll do his own separate thing.
Okay.
Yeah, let him do that.
Okay. As you all kind of slowly start to work about the town, igniting it, and find yourselves exiting the gate, a few moments later, Sieko comes outside, and you all watch as it slowly burns. Hours go by until the fires finally come out, and you see the ruins of what is a fully cut in half with all the ornate parts of the castle gone. The church is completely destroyed, minus 2 of them. All of the village buildings burned, and the ground seems to be charred to a point where there's nothing that's going to grow. The walls still stand, though.
Question.
Yes.
Because I think it'd be funny. Could I like carve some runes into the side of the wall? That way it would project out. Monsterous 5 was here. Very large.
Like a little illusionary spell, like that, or like just a light spell.
I would say just a light spell, and just see. I'll use some of the bottled mana I have to like make it giant.
Okay. Yeah, you
that covers the entire
you
town.
start to apply it, and it'll get 5 uses as you test it with one of the uses for free to make sure. And you watches it. At first, it doesn't fit right, and then it like turns on its side and aims all the way up the main gateway. On its side, it says, "The Monsterous 5 conquered this city. Be warned."
How long can I make it last?
Once the charge expends, it will last 30 minutes. If you want to use more magic, if you want to use a whole jar, you can make it permanent. Yeah.
That's funny. I'll do it.
All right. Forever.
Right next to his thing, I'm gonna spray paint it on with my wand of.
Daka was here.
Yeah. Daka does a more artistic design, while Tiktrick does like a more like linear, simple design to make it very easily readable. Daka throws in his own flair, a little bit of orcish design to it, makes it like very graffiti-like. And you all watch as it sticks around. So it has to be dispelled 4 more times to be removed completely.
Very cool. That's a little bit of an inconvenience.
I definitely want to make sure there's a poorly drawn mountain elf there, and then a elegantly drawn Daka killing it.
Well, give me a performance check. Let's see what you got.
Actually, hold. And that's enhance ability. You have advantage.
I already have advantage on performance, so. Thank you, though.
You're welcome.
All right, 14.
Okay, as you get the design in. I mean, you're not really good. You don't know what she was. The armor, you just draw it. You get tired of trying to draw teeth into it. They're too meticulous. They don't fit with the design. You take a minute and you're like, nah. You just draw her in like really like dark, scary looking plate mail and call it good. And you're like sitting there trying to draw the features of her like body, and you're like, oh, you start to think about it, and you're like, no, I'm just gonna draw a mountain elf woman with a crown on her head. And then you leave it at that, and then as you show the head being basically cut clean off of by Daka. You also do note that inside the city on the walls there are still your markings and burned into the fields as well. Oh, would you know?
Uh-oh.
All right, Chastin. Sieko. Okay.
They know we're alive because we've been scrying. They know we're doing things. We're not hiding anymore.
Did anybody attempt the ring of
next.
scrying?
I have attuned to it.
Let me roll for this.
Are you sending?
You hear back in your head, Sieko, gods have fallen at my feet. Bring it on. And it cuts off.
Very well.
You don't hear this, Daka, so you don't know.
Yeah, that's just what Sieko's said.
Yeah, but no, I know this is me asking Chastin.
You watch as the quest kind of goes walks through the light spell, the light graffiti, and goes in and lights some things on fire again, making sure to burn some rocks until they completely melt away, leaving the charred markings of each of the houses to the point where the dirt is unusable, and then walks back out. You all find yourselves outside the city, and Sieko, you can feel for just a moment someone's trying to scry on you, and then it does not work.
I feel like he might have bluffed, guys.
With that, as the party starts to get all their stuff together and get ready to head out, they get their wagon together, Daka getting his meteor out. We're
just going to the meteor to go fast.
Yeah, I imagine getting the wagon on the meteor, though.
Yeah.
Getting that set up, you all start to head off and fly at top speeds. We will start next session at the entrance to the High Elf Town, which means I've got to do a lot of work this week.
Sorry about that. I'm a lot of conquering right now.
Yeah, no, well, it's not you guys. You guys are fine. It's because I've got
No,
your
it's
stuff,
Sunday.
and then I have to plot for Sunday shit, because they all just became 12 lords.
We just made him have to do a setup for 12 different characters being the new lords.
Yeah, and then now I have to plan your guys'